That out of the way. Make sure everything looks good, which it does. I didn't get my cars lined up. Ah, I am such a bad diecast owner. What am I doing? Where's my mic? Oh, here it is. Roink. Let's get that pulled out of here. Okay, got that. Now I need to go back over here. And yeah, Mike's doing good. Okay, good. Good. That's what I wanted to see. All right. So we are overall looking back to my stream. There we go. 9 laps in, so a little late getting this thing fired up. Had some settings I had to change to make the thing run right. Go ahead and throw Carl over here. Where'd my other ramps go? I had more ramps than that, didn't I? I think I did. Oh, they're already going to a commercial. Wow, that's pathetic. Unfortunately. There we go. Ooh, that did not want to stay. Try staying there. You can stay here. There we go. Which one is that? 2023, that goes here. That goes here. What else we need? Jimmy Jam and that one. I have one spare spot yet for a car to lay out. Which one do I put there? Gotta put a car there, right? Oh, what? That's gotta be, says Joey Logano, that's gotta be Ryan Blaney. Yeah, that's Blaney. I was gonna say, he can't be that far back. He looks like he's doing fine. Oh, we gotta turn the chat on. My apologies. Welcome to the live chat. We still have our stuff running here. Perfect. All right, I think we got it all up and running. Oh, my flashlight's on for some reason. Go figure. Perfect. Okay, now that we're finally up and moving, how's everybody doing today? Boy, Justin Haley and Ty Gibbs are way on the back. All right, so what do I need to do? Oh, yeah, I need to share the stream, get that out there. We are 14 laps in already. Very quick moving race. Trying to see here in just a minute. I'll try and get an idea exactly who's
I know a guy who got arrested. He's
okay, that's unnecessarily loud for advertisements. Yeah, we don't need that. Nothing drives me more nuts than that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I need to just have this. Copy the link. Done. No, you can go away. You can go away. You can go away. Post. All right, Kyle Larson looking up. He's trying to get to the back of Zane Smith here. That is for the 8th position. Keeping an eye on lap times. Try to see who's got a good long run car here. We're only 16 laps in. 80 laps total. Well, because I don't have that one, we'll set him up there, him up there, Edwards up there. There we go. All right, Cindric's now looking at the bottom of McDowell. That is a battle for the 2nd position. Hey, LB makes content. I'm not going to say Fox's 500 coverage was 10 out of 10, but it was a great start compared to normal. The drop-off is genuinely upsetting. Yeah, it is. But you know, here's the thing. If you watch CW coverage on Saturdays, you can see the difference. You really can. And that's the part that sucks, is that you can see how much better it's possible to be, and they're just not doing it. So, yeah, bummer. But, you know, is what it is. Looking at it here, trying to see some lap times. Last lap was a 30.4. Oh, that's not bad. Good lap times in the back of the field for a couple of those guys. Meanwhile, Ryan Blaney, he's kind of running his way up through the field at the moment. Yeah, the CW coverage, they had Kyle Busch in the booth yesterday. He was phenomenal. He's a natural at it. He fits into that perfectly. And Twitter crashed. Let's try that again. Yeah, I don't think you can remove the grass out of those infields. I think they would just look so bad and they would get so hot. Why is it trying to use AI? I don't want to. Ugh, leave me alone. Paste. Paste. There we go. All right. Now we're all posted up and up to date. Okay, there we go. So watching, it looks like Reddick has been making his way forward. Has been looking pretty strong. Meanwhile, as I'm watching the timer, it looks like Chase just went into 10th past Zane Smith. Good news, bad news. Good news, Michael McDowell fans. He sat on the pole. First pole of the year. Bad news. Does not appear to have a long run car. He has already fallen back to 5th, 24 laps in. It's an 80-lap stage. They will have to pit somewhere in this stage. I expect that to be somewhere around lap 40. We'll see what people try to do for tire strategy. They can go to about lap 65, so there is an opportunity there for some late strategy to try and really push yourself to the end of the stage. Pit late and then stay out at the stage and flip it. So problem is, if you do stay out that long, chances are you're going to lose a lap by the time everything comes around. So you're kind of gambling more for a caution than anything else, but it is a strategy that can be used. So if you're back in the field and you need to make up some ground, there's some opportunity for that. So it could be fun. I'm kind of hoping we see some strategy here. But I'm always been a fan of strategy. I like seeing different pit strategies and things take place. Right now, you're pretty much just running all out. I mean, there's not much else you can do. Right now, we're seeing some great speed out of the Penske cars. Ryan Blaney looked really quick. He's already up to 19th. Yeah, I think he's already up to 19th. We've already got the Hendrick cars up front. McDowell now just drops to 6th. But, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a Hendrick-Penske battle up front today. I don't see a lot of speed out of the Gibbs cars thus far today. Nothing that's moving them forward, at least. I'll learn her ad again. Dang. I'm on the international feed, so I haven't had to watch that, thank goodness. I'm telling you, the international feed, I have no commentary, and it's still better. And that just shows how bummer the Fox booth has been. All right, as they come around back for lap 30, at the moment, still Joey Logano showing the way. Seems to be kind of the way to go out front. Let's see, get that out of the way. There we go. Does not seem like we have a crossover. Actually, Austin Cindric's running faster lap time, so Austin Cindric's starting to close in on Joey. That is battle. That would be a battle for the lead here as soon as he gets there. Hendrick cars are a tick slower as Bowman does get around Byron. 30 laps into the run. Also, for those who don't know, I need to probably put it in the thing here. Let's see if I can get that put up here. I'm going to put a link to the eBay listings ending tonight, because I will have some of those. All right. I pinned the eBay to the... Oh, Ryan Blaney coming in early. So Ryan Blaney's on pit road. He's going to try and short pit this. This is really aggressive pit strategy. We'll see what this does. This could really throw a loop in things. Oh, and now we've got trouble on the pit stop. Well, I can appreciate the gamble, but it is not going to pay off because he is still on pit road. Oh, Ryan Blaney, absolute disastrous pit stop. It's going to be over 30 seconds. Oh, man. And is everybody already pitting this early? This is so early. It's only lap 30. Holy smoke. Guys, this is where you can definitely pull some strategy. I would run this out bare minimum to the end of the fuel window at this point. They're pitting so early. At least go to lap 45 or something. Give 2-lap penalty. Oh my goodness. Sorry, not Joey. It shows it's going to be Chase Briscoe. However, that does not change the fact that a lot, and I mean a lot, of these leaders are going to be stuck a lap down. I don't know how many, because, oh, they are so tight, though, on speed. Oh, man, I got to look. So Cindric just got off pit road. I need to see exactly what happened here. It said Joey, Mike Joy made a loose wheel joke. Oh, okay. I thought you said Joey. I don't know how I got that mixed up. Yeah, my stream got frozen. Oh, my stream's frozen? Wait, is my stream not working? Hello? Is my stream working? Okay, looks good there. Let me go back to here. Let me know if the stream is working. I'm going to leave a poll. All right, there we go. Oh, okay, it was just a temporary thing. So Chase Briscoe loses the wheel. This is huge, huge news, by the way. I'm going to have to look and see exactly what the running order is. This is going to get wild. The NASCAR app is broken, so I can't even see anything there. At the moment, I'm trying to see who's on the lead lap. Why is NASCAR's app broken, man? Why can't they keep their freaking app running? Here we go. Everybody from Kyle Larson on back is a lap down. That does not include Joey Logano, so it does appear Joey will at least get to stay on the lead lap. But he is not going to be the leader. It'll be Austin Cindric and Alex Bowman that end up pitting just at the nick of time. They will be the leaders. And so everyone else will pit. It shows there's some other guys, McDowell, Byron, and them that have pitted, but I don't think the scoring monitor is quite picked up where they're supposed to be just yet. So we'll see. It says they've all pitted, but based on where they pitted from, I don't know that they're going to stay there. We'll see. But it looks like Kyle Larson is our first car a lap down. He got aggressive with pit strategy just like everybody else. And by the time it all came and gone, we're going to have a whole set of pit stops here. And we'll see exactly how this shakes out. Big, big development, though. It's working, but slow. Might be the Wi-Fi because my weather. Oh, okay. I got one on there. So let's see. Back stuck for a moment. Okay, well, let's hope that this works. It shows all of my stream things are gone. So we'll see why that is. Shows no viewers. I guess we'll figure it out. I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do with it. Pit stop's coming this time by. It is a little delayed. I don't know why this stream is so slow. Wonder if I can refresh it. So Ryan Blaney will take the wave around. He'll be just 1 lap down, but he did lose 2 laps on that pit stop. What a disaster of a pit stop that was. So Chase Elliott in. Josh Berry is in. Looks good on the left side so far. Right side, let's go to left. Come on, Chase, get that pit crew. Looks good. Good stop. Good stop from the 9 bunch. Looks like Kyle Buschko will come out right alongside Chase. Who's going to get it at the line? I believe Kyle Busch will still hold that spot on the exit of pit road. All right. That's going to be wild. So let's see what the lineup is, because like I said, there is a handful of guys that just absolutely won the lottery. Bell being one of them. Bell was running terribly in the back, and just by catching that break at the right time, it's going to end up putting him around to the top 15 for sure. I'm not sure exactly where that'll end up, but we'll see when the scoring comes back around and actually gets accurate. I'm a little delayed to be on the international feed, but I'm also commercial free, so there's some benefit to that. So, yep, as I suspected, it'll be Cindric, Bowman, Logano, and that's it. Everybody else did lose a lap and has to wave around, so that means William Byron will be the first guy that waves around, I believe. Well, let's let the scoring catch up yet. I gotta let the scoring catch up, but I think that's accurate at the moment. It'll be Cindric as our leader as they come back to when they come back around to take the green. All right, let's make sure this is on. Okay, yep, everything looks good there. Everything looks good there. All right, there we go. Okay. I had to make a change on the settings. For some reason, there was some ad thing goofing it up for whatever reason. All right, so now I can see it. So yes, the only 3 cars that were able to pit and maintain the lead lap were Cindric, Bowman, and Logano. And Cindric and Bowman probably would not have been able to maintain the lead lap. The only reason it worked out for them is they were on pit road at the time of yellow. They will jump Joey Logano and go to the front row. And then after that, it'll be behind them, everybody that just came off pit road. So, big break for guys like Elliott and Busch and Reddick. Bad break for guys like Larson and Larson and Byron. There's a whole handful of them that all got caught just at the wrong time. And they're all going to the back. Ryan Blaney also, horrible break on that pit stop. Just terrible. That was an awful pit stop, man. That's going to cost him big time. Yeah, and Briscoe just, what a tough start to the year. I mean, they got their points back off that penalty, but outside of that, man, it has been tough. This could be a very interesting restart coming up here. So, what will probably happen on this restart, we've got a lot of guys that were running in the top 5, top 10 even, that are all going to be at the back of the field or further back in the field. There are guys like Noah Gragson running 30th. That's right, 30th before that. And because of that caution and how it was timed, Noah Gragson will restart 12th, William Byron 13th. So we're going to have a lot of guys with some faster pace back in the field that are all going to have to find their way up to the front. So it should be a pretty entertaining restart. Uh-oh. 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 Did I miss something here? Kyle Busch? Kyle Busch just lost spots. What's going on here? Oh no, Kyle Busch speeding on pit road. Oh man, Kyle Busch caught a great break with the time of that yellow, but it is going to send him to the back of the field. So Kyle Busch, tail of the longest line. That is going to be very unfortunate. Now, the good news for Kyle is, I believe with a speeding penalty, he's not going to... And Denny Hamlin got a penalty. I think tail of the field is before the waiver rounds. So, Kyle should still get to start ahead of all the guys that are going to wave around. I don't think he should have to give up spots to the waiver rounds. So, all the guys that wave around, which is literally like 13th on back, he should be able to start basically 13th. So I could be wrong, because that would be a really harsh penalty if you have to go around all the waiver rounds too, because at the end of the day, they're waiver rounds. They weren't on the lead lap. We'll see, though. So he's lined up. Did they line up for the... So Denny also sped. I'm just curious how these guys line up. Because with waiver rounds, it gets very tricky. Normally, there's only 1 or 2 waiver rounds. This situation, we have like 20 waiver rounds? So with 20 waiver rounds, it's like, where does he actually start? Kyle Larson should be the first of those waiver rounds, which is 22nd. So he should only go back to about 31st. Or sorry, 21st. So Kyle should be in about 21st position. They are doubled up for the restart. I'm very interested to see exactly... No, he has to go to the tail of the field. That is a really harsh penalty. Dude, waiver rounds get to pass you too? I don't like that. You're a lap down, you get a waiver round and go past other cars? That's not right. Great battle for the lead going right now. Ooh, very tight. Bowman's going to squeeze up alongside. Here comes Bubba Wallace. He's coming up for the 3rd spot on Chase Elliott. We've got a good battle. Reddick now to the outside of Joey Logano. He's getting split 3 wide between Berry and Reddick. Ooh, that was close. Holy smokes, the side draft on these things is aggressive. Holy moly, Alex Bowman had a heck of a run, and he just side drafted and it completely stalled the car out. Do they have that little horsepower that they can just side draft and completely stop the car on their outside? That's a little too much side draft for my flavors. I'm not a huge fan of like side draft being able to literally halt the car in front. Not sure I like that. All right, good battle though. Cindric does take the lead. I'm not sure what the camera work is doing here. We're missing the battle for the lead because they're showing a 3rd, 5th, and 7th place car. What are we doing? Now we've got a battle for 2nd. Bubba to the inside of Alex Bowman. He's going to try and get up alongside. Bubba had a great restart to start the race. He has been phenomenal on those first few laps of a restart. Bowman's car does seem to get better as the run goes, so I think at this point he's just got to maintain that track position. Little lag up there. Oh, Austin Cindric with a hard block going into the corner. Just about put Bowman in the fence. Golly, that was aggressive. Bowman was peeking to the outside, and he basically was going to make him get walled. That is aggressive, man. Holy cow. We are 40 laps into this race. Like, I get it. There's some time to be gained and stuff, but man, that is so early for that big of a move. Looks like Bowman did not get off the corner well. Or sorry, not Bowman. Bubba did not get off the corner well. Now Elliott's going to go to the outside. He's going to try and get around him there. And he will. He will clear coming out of the corner. And that moves Chase Elliott up to third. Elliott also had a really good car on the long run so far. About 30 laps in, he really started putting good lap times down. So Joey has fallen to fifth behind Bubba, Chase, Bowman, and Cindric. Cindric is out front by 0.7 seconds. Cindric was one of the faster cars at the time of the caution. So, yes, good. Now, let's see where Larson ended up. Larson's already up to 12th. Those Hendrick cars look pretty stout. I mean, we got second, third, and the guys that had to go to the back, like Kyle Larson out of the 20th position, all the way up to 12th already. So, they definitely, at least they navigate traffic well. I don't know about the pure speed, but for sure in traffic, they seem to be pretty darn good. Coming around, it'll be 32 laps to go this time by. So still a good little ways. They can make it to the end of the stage, so it is pretty much just what you got is what you got to the end of the stage. We will not see much more for... we won't see any more pit strategy, really, till the end of the race, or to the end of the stage here. Man, I got to shout out Josh Berry. We all saw how bad that Wood Brothers car was running last year. I think it's time we give Josh Berry a big attaboy and we firmly condemn the running of Harrison Burton because, man, the Wood Brothers stuck with Harrison Burton for a handful of years, I think 2 or 3, but the fact is that 21 car was severely underperforming, especially based on what they're able to do right now. Oh, man, Joey really packing it on there. AJ Allmendinger showing up. He's up in the 7th position. Carson Hocevar in 8th. Reddick 9th and Bell in 10th. So now 30 laps to go at the current point in time. Man, Joey Logano without clean air is not as good as we maybe would have thought. He's holding on right now, but man, he's under attack and they are staying on him. McDowell is currently 18th. Update on your pole sitter. Gregson has fallen to 14th, but not bad. I mean, he was running 30th, so that caution was a great break for him. He's going to be able to hold if he can stay in about that 14th, 15th place spot. That's a big swing. Meanwhile, Kyle Larson has entered the top 10. I think the 5 car might be the car to beat. He has already rebounded from all the way back in the early 20s to start this restart and has already climbed his way to the top 10. William Byron now, he rides the fence. He'll go right around Christopher Bell. That's a battle for 11th. Meanwhile, Reddick to the inside of Carson Hocevar. He will take the 8th spot. Hocevar going to try and dip down behind him. Under 30 laps to go in the stage, so still a good ways back, or a good ways to go. Bowman about a second back. Elliott 1.9 back of the leader. And then you get a bigger gap, or not a bigger gap. You go to 2.4 and then 3.6. So Joey's about a full second back after that. Meanwhile, Kyle Busch has come back up to 26, but that is it. Man, stage points that were almost certain for Kyle Busch, going to be definitely a question mark for today. He had such a good start to this race, and just, man, without being able to finish off that stage and the stage points. Now, Kyle's still in good shape. He's still, obviously it's a long season, but these are the types of opportunities that, 10, 15 points could make a big difference at the end of the regular season. Yeah, I can already tell the ads are really not doing well. They're kind of interrupting the flow of the race, and people aren't able to really get invested. And I don't like that. That's not good. You need to be able to really feel the race and, kind of sit back and really soak it in. And you can't soak it in when you're constantly being pulled out of it by the ads. I hope they ever, at some point, get their head out of their keister and figure out how to actually put on a good racing product broadcast-wise without having to just shovel it full of ads. Because the racing quality's there, guys. That's the crazy part. The racing is there, where they just need to show it to the fans. That's it. They're just doing such a bad job of showing the fans what's happening that it's bad. So it looks like the top lane has woken up. Ryan Blaney running riding the top. He's rim riding the racetrack. I guess that's what you call it. But running the very top lane, getting a great run down the straightaways, keeping the car wound up, and it's really helping him make moves off into corners because he's got so much momentum. He can just really let it roll. The problem for him is he's still a lap down. The good news is nobody's even close to him for the lucky dog. So as long as everyone stays on the lead lap, by the end of this run, of course, he should get the lucky dog. So don't count Ryan Blaney out. He gets on the lead lap. I'm telling you, he's going to be a car to beat. He is fast. All right, keeping an eye on the lap timer. Alex Bowman is ever so slightly starting to close in on Austin Cindric. Meanwhile, Josh Berry going back after Joey Logano. That is a battle for 5th. And this time, it looks like Josh Berry will clear. So move Josh Berry into the top 5 again. I'm telling you, that Wood Brothers car, I don't know if people penciled them into the playoffs. They needed to. That car's getting to the playoffs. They have been incredibly strong. Great last week. They were great the week before. Josh Berry is going to make the playoffs, guys. I will put it out there. The performance in that car has been great, and I really think he's going to, if he keeps running like this, he's going to have a great shot to get to the playoffs. Meanwhile, JGR, oh my gosh, they are bad today. Christopher Bell's 12th. Everyone else is 30th or worse. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, another ad. Holy smokes, you guys were kidding. Holy moly. They just keep throwing ads out there. This is bad. Kyle Larson to the inside of Tyler Reddick. That's a battle for 8th. He'll take that spot. Still 20 laps to go, but Alex Bowman continues to try to close on Austin Cindric. Oh, it's going well. Did you see Iowa getting the full repave soon? Also, do you prefer the next gens with or without the rocker panels being wrapped? I would prefer them to be wrapped. I think the car looks better. That being said, I did not see Iowa was getting the full repave. Where did you get that info? I definitely want to read about that because Iowa definitely needs the full repave, and if they have it all paved together, look, I'm not going to lie. First few years ain't going to be great. It's just what it is. But they do the rest of the track, especially this year. If they do the outside lanes just 1 year after the other lanes, dude, we're going to have 3-4 wide racing or 4 racing grooves this year. So I hope that's the case. I gotta have to find out. I need to look that up. But Iowa's a track that will age very, very well. It really does race well on its first iteration under fresh pavement. But I'm telling you, when that stuff gets real wore out, oh boy, does it race good. Oh, do I predict it getting the repave? No, NASCAR's too cheap, honestly. It sounds like NASCAR is just going to leave it, and then they're going to do a whole repave 2 more years. So they're going to repave those bottom lanes again in like 2 years. Don't really know why that makes sense, but they really need to repave the whole thing either together at once, or this is the 1 year they could do it. They could repave the top lanes this year, and they would be okay with it. They could make that work. So if they did the bottom lanes last year, top lanes this year, and then they could not touch it for 30 years. Like, that would work. And it probably won't even last 30 years, to be completely honest. The Iowa winters are just brutal. It's the furthest north track outside of Road America, and so the pavement is going to get very wore out very quickly. And so, I'm not worried about the outside being slightly newer, because at the end of the day, the outside being slightly newer is not going to hurt anybody. It's going to just help some of the aging process a little better. But I would like them to do it this year. I don't think they will. I think they're going to, unfortunately, get stingy about it, and they're going to try and run it as is for 2 more years, which is just not the right way to handle it. But they're looking out for their short-term dollars. They're not really worried about long-term. So, yeah, I'm not sure. What do I predict for Chevy's 2026 Cup and Xfinity car? I predict it to be the Corvette. I think they're going to use the Vette. With the Camaro being gone, I don't see any other cars that Chevy's really going to want to push. I think it's just the Vette is going to be, especially in Xfinity. I don't know for sure in Cup, because Cup has always been sedan, or at least not sedan, but it's always been like bigger muscle car kind of thing. So I do see the potential for it to be, I do see the potential for it to be the Corvette in both. Kyle Busch making a move. That's trying to get a spot. Still outside the top 20, unfortunately. Meanwhile, as I predicted, 13 to go, Alex Bowman, he's coming. Right up behind Austin Cindric. He's got 13 laps to make the move. Lap time-wise, fastest car on the track last time by was Alex Bowman. Oh my gosh. Is that Ryan Blaney? Holy moly. Ryan Blaney has all but driven his way to 10th. And the only reason he's not 10th is because he's a lap down, but his speed, his raw speed has brought him all the way to there. Holy moly, he is fast. Larson has moved his way to 6th. Great speed out of that car. Byron has not been able to keep the same pace, though. Actually, as I speak, Bell is actually to the inside of Byron. Cindric going to go up, try to rim ride. Bowman to the bottom. Should be a pretty good drag race off the corner. Bowman going to try and pull the... Oh, boy, he tried to pull a side draft on him. Did not quite work. Cody Ware just in the way. Get out of the way, Cody Ware. Oh, come on, show us this battle for the lead. That lead battle looks awesome. Come on. Can we see the battle for the lead, please? Please? Pretty please? Fox! No, there's a sponsored plug for Interstate Batteries or something. I don't know. It's too bad we're not going to get to see the freaking battle for the freaking lead. Oh, that ticks me off. I hate when people can't see the freaking battle for the lead. 11 laps to go. Still a little ways to go, but golly. Did I watch a high limit race last night? I did. I was glad that Ty was okay. I really respect Ty running it. I want to see more NASCAR guys branch out. And when they race in these areas, like, go to the locals on Friday and Saturday night. Like, you know, really, that's how you build the sport. Kyle Larson is a superstar amongst everyone in the dirt world, and he brings NASCAR to the fans of the dirt side of things. And so there's a lot of value that NASCAR should really be encouraging for that. You know, they should want him to race those places and to be a part of that, because it does help them in the long run. Nine to go in the stage. Yeah, I saw the crash too. That was got crossed up on the first lap, which was unfortunate. But like I said, I'm really hopeful though that I think Ty is going to be able to come back and run a few of those throughout the year. I hope to see him run, because I think it'd be really fun to see how he progresses in his dirt racing. All right, Cindric out front. Bowman's still on the hunt. You can see that Bowman's got the speed. He just needs to get the right opportunity to get by. The problem is, just like every other track, you can mirror drive, which does make it a lot harder. Oh, Bowman really up along the top. Looks like Logano is going to get back around Josh Berry. That is for the the 7th spot. 7 to go in the stage. Trying to see who the next guy to go a lap down is going to be for Austin Cindric. He looks like he's about to catch a big wad of lap traffic, which could very easily allow Bowman to close that gap up. It'll be Ty Dillon is who it'll be. Yeah, that Air Force car looks pretty stout. I'm kind of happy with that paint scheme. That looks pretty good. 5 to go. Four laps to go in the stage here as they come back around. Cindric has a 1.4 second lead, so Alex Bowman really struggling the last couple laps. At least that's what it says it's going to be, so I don't know if he got into the wall this lap. He lost... Golly, he lost half a second on the last lap alone. I don't know if he burned his tires up trying to get there or not. 3 to go. There's a battle between Reddick and Hocevar. That is for the 9th spot. Hocevar is going to take that spot away. Yep, pace has officially fallen off to 31-1. 1 to go on the stage. Looks like there's not really any major battles going on the racetrack. Everyone's kind of spaced out at the moment. So I don't see any major potential battles for position that we'll see. Austin Cindric's going to win his 2nd stage of the year, though, after winning at Atlanta and honestly not having a great points here up to this point. Unfortunately for Ryan Blaney, Ty Gibbs did get lapped. So Ty Gibbs is actually going to be the free pass, I believe. I got to see where Ty Gibbs actually fell back to. Because Ryan Blaney drove, and I mean drove his way up into the top 15. So he couldn't fall back too far. But it does appear that it'll be Ty Gibbs getting the free pass. Austin Cindric with the stage win. Bowman, Elliott, Wallace, Larson, Allmendinger, Logano, Barry, Hocevar, and Christopher Bell scores 1, count them, 1 stage point. Now let's see exactly what that would have done to the standings. Where is it? Okay. So this is not factoring in as they run. This is only factoring in the stage points they've earned. So based on the stage points they have earned, Reddick did not get any either. So William Byron will still be the point leader. Christopher Bell will now only be 12 points back. That's right, only 12 now. Reddick will remain 22 back. Ryan Blaney will remain 29 back. Chase Elliott will get 8 points, so that'll put him 33 back, it looks like. 33 back for Chase. Bowman would get 9 points, so that'll put him only 40... No. Who will be 39 back. So Bowman with a good stage there. Denny, Kyle with nothing. Joey will have a few stage points there to break the tie with them. That'll pop Joey from 9th to 7th. Then we got Buescher, Larson. Bubba's in 12th. Those stage points are definitely going to help Bubba. John Hunter. I'm trying to see. There's Josh Berry's 21st. Ugh. Well, the stage points he does get are going to help him out there. Who else got some impressive stage points that were needed? Austin Cindric, wow, that stage win is huge. I did not realize Austin Cindric is 32nd in points. So 10 points is a big-time bonus to help crawl out of that big of a hole. So that's actually going to be really helpful for him to get those points. Austin, the third Penske driver, Cindric wins stage 1. Not today. Although I do think Ryan Blaney has the best car of those Penske guys. We just have to see if he ever gets a track position. All right. All right, so we're going to be on our stage 1 break. I think this will be the good time for me to take my caution. My pit stop. So I'm going to go ahead and do a pit stop here, and hopefully I'll be back by the time we do yellow pit stops. All right, we are back. And I don't think we missed anything. Let's go. It's exactly the way it needs to go. Here we come to pit road. Let's see here. Why are they flipping cameras back and forth? Ooh, good stop by the 9 bunch. He's going to win the battle off pit road. Along with Bubba Wallace. So both of those guys are going to gain 2 spots to put themselves first and second. Then it's going to be Cindric and Larson, third and fourth. Big gain by the 9 group. Should I get my 9 hat yet? No, not yet. Almost. Didn't expect to see Hendrick flip-flop. Flip-flop. Who's the flip-flop? I'm going to have to expect that one. Chase has never won at Las Vegas. It would be his first one if he ever is able to close this out. That being said, there's a long way to go. 85 laps is the length of this stage. First stage was 80 laps, but that being said, they just pitted now. So green flag, it'll be just under 80 laps total. So I assume this will play out a lot like the first stage. Third stage is where you could see some creativity. I don't think you'll see a ton, though, because there's so little fall off on these tires that I think you'll just see them pit 50 and 50 in the third stage. But this stage, they could go 40 and 40. Very weird to see guys like Hamlin and Blaney a lap down. I'm going to get on to Twitter here real quick, see if Bob Pockrass has any other. Ty Gibbs loses. Oh my gosh, he got the free pass, but then loses a lap on pit road. So Ty Gibbs needed a push to get started because the car wouldn't start, and ends up losing a lap on pit road. That's not good. Oh, this race is on FS1. Hey, Justin, let me help you with that. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Check your messages. Justin, I sent you a little something. You'll enjoy it. Well, Chase won the battle off pit road, and his pit crew left a wheel loose. Oh, no, sorry. Too fast entering. How was he too fast entering? He was right behind 3 other people. I could see exiting, but entering? Well, to the back of the field goes the 9. Gosh dang it. That goes on driver, and Chase Elliott is one of those that I never see him have pit penalties, so that is a weird one. He normally does not have pit penalties very often at all. That is very rare to see a Chase Elliott pit penalty. But, penalty nonetheless. He goes to the tail of the field. Now your front 4 are going to be Bubba Wallace, Austin Cindric, Kyle Larson, and Alex Bowman. Took the left rear off. Is that just... what are they doing? Try to see what's going on in the left rear. Coming to the green flag. And they will take the green flag. Bubba Wallace clear by a car length. And then it'll be side by side for second now with Cindric and Larson. So head off into turn 1. Larson going to try and slide up. He might clear, and I think he does. Kyle Larson into second now through the bottom lane. Can't see because they're showing a stupid onboard camera. These are the dumbest things to have on restarts, guys. And there goes Larson around the top, and he is the leader. Holy smokes. Not just yet, but oh my goodness. He just hauled so much speed off into the corner. Oh, Alex Bowman just got Joey Logano a big break, and he is in trouble. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. What happened to Alex Bowman now? Logano pulled right up in front of him, and all of a sudden, he is on pit road. What's going on there? What? Also, dude, what? What just happened? Alex Bowman went from battling for fourth to just diving into the pits. What the heck is going on? Do they have a loose wheel? They're doing all four. I guess they must have thought they left one loose. I hate these stupid wheels, man. Apparently they must have thought one was loose or something. Huh. That's wild. Yep, vibration. So, pits to avoid a wheel falling off, but unfortunately, it's just another example of... I just hate these wheels, man. I really hate them. I mean, the entire idea that your entire race, like, you can think your wheel's on, and then you snug the lug nut up, and it's like, actually, sorry, there's a pin misalignment. It's like, ugh. You know, 5 lug patterns just didn't need that. They didn't have that issue. Somehow. Is what it is. Here I was thinking Chase had bad luck. What? Why? There we go. That's better. All right, keeping an eye on the running order. Looks like it's going to be Wallace, Larson, Logano, Cindric, Bell in the top 5. How Bell is holding in there without having the raw speed is just shocking. There's a lot of people that thought he was going to be the favorite, and yeah, I think that was a little misplaced. I did not think that Joe Gibbs was going to have the best speed on this track, and it seems to be showing out that way. The 2311 cars do show decent speed, though, it appears. Bubba Wallace has been very good all day thus far. Whoa! Whoa! Is that a paper bag? There's a paper bag just like flopping all over the place. Track still shows green. That thing got like destroyed. Yeah, I think this might be Kyle Larson's race to lose at this point. I don't see any remnants of the bag left, though. That appears to have gone away. Yeah, Harrison Burton might have been the problem. Fair. I think that's fair, because Josh Berry has looked spectacular every week this year. I mean, he has scored stage points. He has finished in the top 10. Like, I mean, he really just showed up and made the car suddenly run way better. I mean, it wasn't a slow gain either. It wasn't like, oh, we had to slowly make it run a little bit better and a little bit better. Like, no, Josh Berry stepped into the car and it immediately goes to the top 10. So, that being said, I think that should pretty well do it for Harrison Burton's Cup career. I think this is pretty bad evidence. Trying to see Bowman 30 flat. He's running faster than the leader. So Bowman on slightly fresher tires is running faster than the leader. The problem for Bowman is he's 20... Oh, he's a lap down. So yeah, he lost a lap on top of that. Kind of curious where did Bowman come out in the running order as far as how close is he to all these? 67 laps to go in the stage, so they, like I said, will have to pit one more time somewhere along the line. Meanwhile, to the inside, here comes Kyle Larson looking for the lead, and he's going to get it, and it's not particularly close. Meanwhile, keeping an eye on Christopher Bell, who has kind of crept his way up into third. I didn't think he showed speed, but suddenly there's some speed there. So Christopher Bell may still have something to say about this. .65 to go at the moment. And he immediately is driving away. Kyle Larson is literally just blowing the field apart. That being said, the only car that seems to have pace with him is Christopher Bell. So those Gibbs cars looked really bad, like really bad to start this race. And Christopher Bell is starting to creep his way in there on speed, which is wild because everybody else out of the Gibbs camp is awful today. I think they're all 30th or worse still. Trying to look here. Yeah, no, they are all 33rd or worse. 32nd now. 32nd or worse, except for Bell, who's third. Whew! Ooh, boy. Yeah, I think it was just a black trash bag flying around, but boy, that thing got ripped up. I'll die on the 5-lug hill. Dude, so will I. It's literally the best way to mount a wheel on a race car. It just is. It works every freaking time, and you almost never have issues. And if you left one lug nut loose, you were still okay. You had to leave multiple loose for it to even vibrate and have a problem. So, yeah, the lug nut thing, I don't understand the whole one lug thing. It looks so much better, yada yada. I don't care how it looks. Does it function? And the fact is, no. One lug does not function on a big, heavy stock car. Get it off. Because the other thing is there's so little sidewall with these larger rims that you can't have soft enough tires. And so it's just like, just fix it. The last time a no Hendrick car won the spring race is Logano in 2020. Holy moly, you're right. I didn't even realize that. Joey Logano won in 2020 and in 2019. 2018 was won by Harvick. 2017 was won by Martin Truex Jr. 2016 was won by Harvick. Was it Harvick? I don't remember who won 2016. That's a tough one. I cannot remember who actually won in 2016. I think we got a caution. I don't know what for. Either we got a caution or our tires are really wearing out. It looks like a... Is that a caution? It's got to be a caution. Everyone's running so slow. Their lap times are all off. Yeah, we got a caution for something. What's our caution for? Yeah, got 40 seconds. Bubba was in second. He's still second. Third. There's a caution. What's a caution for, though? Oh, it's SVG. Backstretch. The Red Bull Chevy has gone around. Weird to say Chevy. And it's not running particularly straight, so he may have a bent toe link. Or maybe it's just flat tires. Let's see. No, it might just be the flat tires. Oh, look at that 88 car, though. Red Bull's back, baby. But unfortunately, yeah. Got punched in the face 2018. Actually, that was 2017. That was 2017 when Kyle Busch went up to hit Joey Logano. By the way, totally justified in that move. 100%. maybe it was 18. I don't remember exactly what year. You know what? You may have me on that. But what I remember was this. They went into the final corner side by side, and Joey Logano slid up 3 lanes, hit Kyle Busch, spun him, and just basically drove right through him. Did not care one bit. Just used him up on the last lap. And it was like, yeah, I'm okay with a punch. You deserve it. It was 2017. That's what I thought, because Brad was leading, had an issue, Truex went by, and then when Busch and Logano were coming up to him, Logano tried to door Busch into the back of Keselowski, and Busch doored him back to try and obviously not hit the back of Keselowski, and that was Joey's justification for just wrecking him in the 3 and 4, was, well, he hit me first. It's like, because you were trying to pin him behind a car that was half speed. Just dumb. But I don't know. That was one of those things where I consistently have not liked Joey Logano for that kind of stuff. He does a dirty move like that, then then claims, oh, that's why I was justified in wrecking you on the last lap for absolutely no reason. Kyle Busch should have finished 5th, ends up finishing like 30th, all because he just decided, nah, I don't want to race you, and then blamed it on that. I hate that. If you're gonna do it, own it. Just own it and say, I wanted the spot. I don't like the guy, so I wrecked him. Okay, that's fine. Just be honest about it. But to say, oh, he hit me first. No, he didn't. That's not why you did it. You did it because you're a piece of crap. Like, be honest about it. All right, pit stops have begun. The entire field's going to pit from here. I believe they can make it on fuel. Yep, they can. So 55 laps to go. They can definitely all make it on fuel from here. So pit stops have begun. As they come out of the pits, ooh, Christopher Bell. What is going on with Bell? He just parked in Chase Briscoe's pit stall. That is kind of bizarre. So Christopher Bell must have had a pit problem, because he literally pulled off into Chase Briscoe's pit stall. I think he was about to lose a wheel, because he just went over and parked. So, gonna have to get an update on that. That was weird. Also, a lot of big movers. Noah Gragson into the top 10. Also, I believe Ryan Blaney is our free pass. Let's go to the official ticker here to see. Christopher Bell has a loose wheel and stopped in the 19's pit box. The 19 team serviced the car. Can you do that? The 19 team tightened the lug nut on the left front that was loose. I guess it pays to have teammates, but that is interesting. Because, yeah, he goes on pit road feeling it, pulls into the 19 pit box. They must jack it up, tighten it up, and he's good to go. I'm not going to complain. That's kind of neat. Ryan Blaney is the free pass. Keep an eye on Ryan Blaney. I would put the under-over on 15 cars passed. I'm going to put it on over. I think he's going to pass more than 15 cars now that he's on the lead lap. I think he's that fast. So yes, Christopher Bell's issue is a loose wheel, and he did get it taken care of. He is penalized for pitting outside the box, and it'll be a tail of the field. So there is a penalty for pitting in your teammate's box. However, the penalty's tail of the field. Guess what? That wheel comes off. It's a 2-lap penalty. So still the best thing for Christopher Bell. My gosh, Joe Gibbs has been just awful today. Holy moly. Oh, wow. I mean, there's a lot of good cars a lap down. We've got Briscoe a lap down. Gibbs is a lap down. Hamlin's a lap down. Like, goodness gracious, man. Austin Cindric fell all the way to 15th. That's a tough break. What a wild sequence of pit stops. Rick Ware only brings one car. That is correct. They chose to use Cody Ware as their charter driver. If that doesn't show you pure nepotism, I don't know what does. Also, for those who just tuned in or have recently been here, the link for the eBay page is pinned up above. There are some auctions ending tonight, and there will be another handful ending next week. So, if you'd like to go take a look at those, they are up there. They end at like 8 p.m., so it's going to be a fairly late ending, so it should be well after this race is over. But I just want to let you guys know that they are available there, so if you want to check them out before they end tonight. I know there's a Bowman Vegas win in there, Reddick Texas win and a Hamlin Richmond win. Those are all there. So if you want to take a look at those, they'll be there for one more evening, and then they'll be shipped out tomorrow. All right. So can you do what Bell just did? I believe so. It's just called pitting outside the box, apparently. So they didn't penalize him any more than just simply saying back of the field. So, again, better than a 2-lap penalty if he loses the wheel. Pitting outside the box. Yep, we knew that was coming. That's not surprising. 54 laps to go as they come back to the green. Bubba Wallace on the inside. William Byron on the outside. Kyle Larson on the inside. Tyler Reddick on the outside. Green flag in the air. Bubba with the jump. And they are going to get to the line. Bubba is not clear, though. Byron's still hanging in there. Good push from Reddick. Byron's going to have a shot of momentum going down into the turn 1. Through turns 1 and 2. Dead even heat up front. Oh, we got a crash off turn 2. Kyle Busch is in the wall. His wheel came off. Dude, I am so freaking tired of these wheels, man. Another freaking wheel. I'm telling you, I hate this stupid one. That is, we've had one fall off. We've had 2 loose. Bowman's had a loose one. Bell had a loose one. This is another one falling off. That's 4 in one race. 4 times wheels have been loose or coming off in one freaking race. Dude, I cannot stand this garbage. It's the same BS every freaking time. Like, these wheels are not safe, by the way. If that happens on the front stretch and someone clobbers that rim up into the stands, there is a fan going to the hospital at best. That is the best outcome, is one guy goes to the hospital. That is the best possible outcome if that happens on the front stretch and someone clobbers that wheel. The best outcome. Like, that, to me, is what drives me nuts. Is NASCAR is literally playing with fire. All it's going to take is that happening on the front stretch and that thing going up into the stands, and NASCAR is going to be like, hey, there's risk with all this stuff, man. There's nothing we could do. Bull. We've seen this for 4 years now. 2, maybe, is it 4? 1, 2, 3. 3? Is this only our 3rd? No, this is our 4th. This is our 4th year. So this is the 4th year we've known this is a problem, and they have done nothing to address it. Nothing. That's where I have a problem with it, is that this has happened consistently now for multiple years, and they have done nothing. I mean, IndyCar, when that wheel went flying up past the grandstands, thank goodness didn't hit anybody, was immediately like, can't happen again. Cannot happen. We have got to fix it. Cables are going to be stronger. Things are going to be, like, they're going to engineer it, and they were going to make sure that wheel that went up into the stands can never happen again. NASCAR has these wheels flying off the cars constantly, and they just say, they look pretty. I'm good with it. I want a pretty wheel. Dude, I literally, for that exact reason, will not sit in certain areas of racetracks. Because these wheels are a potential hazard to fly off race cars. Like, I will not sit in very specific spots because I do not want something flying up into the stands. You know, dead center of the straightaway, you're generally safe. But exit of the corner, I ain't sitting down in turn 3 and 4. Heck no. If a wheel's falling off, guess where it's getting clobbered? Right up into the grandstands at the exit of a corner. I'm not going to sit there. Nope. It's not safe. Drives me nuts. It absolutely drives me nuts that they have just chosen not to do anything for so long. It drives me up a wall. It's like, you've got to do a better job than that. You cannot continue to just pretend it's not a problem. Because it is. It's a problem. And if you pretend it's not, you're lying to yourself. So the good news is, nobody's hurt. Kyle Busch is going to lose 2 laps on pit road. That's just how it's going to be. That's the penalty for it, because that's how NASCAR is going to fix the problem. But at the end of the day, Caution was out. Byron is the leader. Larson second. Then it's going to be Wallace third. I guess I didn't see that happen because of when the crash happened, but I guess they must have pushed past Bubba down the backstretch. But then we got Reddick in fourth, so Hendrick front, Gibbs or 2311 second, Hocevar fifth, Barry sixth, Allmendinger seventh, Suarez eighth, Logano ninth, and Noah Gragson in the top 10. I don't want to watch the rest of this race. Dude, I'm still, the racing has not been bad. The racing's pretty entertaining still. Aero blocking still just irks me. I want cars with horsepower. But that being said, I mean, right now, I think my biggest pet peeve with this car still is the tires, because you could have a whole softer compound of tire with the inner liner, you know, that little inner liner that's supposed to help cars not get beached on the backstretch. The whole reason they don't have an inner liner is because of the look of the wheel. They can't make it work. And it's like, the inner liner was a safety feature. Can you imagine them removing a seatbelt because it didn't look good? We wanted to make the car look better, so we took out the seatbelts. Yeah, we're not okay with that. We would think that's kind of stupid. Well, that was the inner liner. The whole point was if on a 1.5-mile track, if the thing went down the backstretch, you could catch the car and limp it back to pit road and get a new tire. That's what the inner liner was for. They got rid of the inner liner, not because it wasn't safe, not because they found a new method that was better. They got rid of it because it was ugly. We don't want an ugly wheel on our car. So we'll just remove a safety feature in the name of a better look. And then on top of that, the wheels fall off constantly because they have a stupid one-lug pattern. So you add that all together and you explain to me how that makes any sense. It doesn't happen in F1 very often because F1 has an entirely different structure. There's an entirely different mechanism or different method to them. Like in F1, the cars are so light that they don't have these issues. I mean, they literally are not dealing with 3,000-pound cars. It's like maybe 1,500 pounds, if that. They're not that heavy. But I agree. We don't see wheels fall off as often in F1, but I also don't know if they're quite as aggressive on their pit stop. You got to remember, only one guy's changing a tire. He just literally click, click. And like, so the guy is only placing one tire per pit stop. He can, I don't want to say take his time, but he can kind of take his time. He can literally kind of like make sure it's on there. You still want to be fast, but they don't have to be quite as fast as NASCAR crews. Yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely, like I said, it's NASCAR's situation to deal with. It's so frustrating that they just continue to pretend it's not there. You know, oh, we have a 2-lap penalty, that's better. That'll fix it. It's like, no, it doesn't fix anything. You still have a freaking problem. Man, Kyle Busch's pit crew has just, Kyle Busch speeds on pit road, and then the pit crew leaves a wheel loose, and now just like that, we've got an absolute disaster on our hands for Kyle. We'll see if we can get back on the lead lap. 2 laps down is not impossible to come back from. But it is fairly difficult. You're going to have to get a wave around somewhere. Believe, are we coming to the choose this time by? No, maybe. Can't quite tell. No choose yet. All right, 48 laps to go on the stage. Oh, I need a stretch. Oof. Busch to the garage. Does the crew chief get suspended? I don't think so. They were doing that before, and then they realized that was kind of stupid, but I don't know. .48 laps to go as they run. I think they need to stop interviewing and asking him if this is the week. Definitely throwing him off, if you ask me. I don't think that has much to do with it. He was in the booth. for High Limit and Xfinity race yesterday, and he was great. He was phenomenal. So I don't think it's throwing Kyle Busch off at all. I think it's just a little on the side of kind of you have to keep reminding him that he hasn't won in a while. I think Kyle knows that. So, I think he knows what he wants out of it. But all right, as the choose takes place here, with 47 to go in the stage, Kyle Busch is off. I think that will probably end his day, I believe. So it'll be the two Hendrick cars on the front row when we go back to green. Holy smokes, what happened to Cindric? He's all the way back in the mid-20s. My goodness, Cindric is... He won Stage 1, but I don't think he's going to get any Stage 2 points at this point. It does not look very promising, that is for sure. All right, going to be coming back to the green. 47 laps to go. Green flag back in the air. 47 laps to go. Byron up front. On his outside is Kyle Larson. Good push as they head down in towards turn 1. Larson going to eke out ahead at the moment. Big push down the backstretch, and that is going to push Kyle Larson out ahead. Meanwhile, it's going to be Byron trying to run to his inside in second, but not quite enough to get there. And Larson will be clear with the lead. Meanwhile, battle for the second spot rages on. Holy moly. They're like 5 wide down there. That is insane. A whole gaggle of cars right there. Right there by about 7th on back. That is a hornet's nest. Noah Gragson now in 11th as he head down the backstretch. Larson has cleared and gone kind of out front from Byron. They're still pretty close to each other, but just not side-by-side battling. Meanwhile, Josh Berry going to go around of Hocevar. That is for the 6th spot. So Daniel Suarez and Josh Berry, 5th and 6th right now. Suarez has shown good speed all year thus far. Very good to see out of him as well. Not a guy that has had a lot of luck on his side, so he doesn't have the points to go with it, but he has had good speed for a lot of the season thus far. Meanwhile, AJ Allmendinger going to pull a little power move right around the outside of Joey Logano. .42 laps to go as they run. Trying to keep an eye on... Yeah, Ryan Blaney has not come forward. I'm a little surprised. He's still in 29th. I thought he was... Now that he's on the lead lap, I thought Ryan Blaney would be coming forward, but nothing yet. I mean, say what you want. It's a natural caution when we have the loose wheel. So at least it's not stage cautions. We're having natural ones. But I think I would rather see, edge of the seat racing and then a spin be what results in that rather than just a stupid mechanical failure. That would be my preference. Man, they're really going at it the very back of the field. Got Bowman, Bell, and Blaney all back there. I mean, those are good cars to be running that deep in the field. That 4 wide, that is 4 wide. And Ryan Blaney split all of them. Right after I said his name. Right after I said his freaking name. SVG has another issue. We got a caution for it, though. Does not appear so at the moment. He's got a right front issue, but it does not appear to have drawn a yellow just yet. Looks like the lap times look good. I think they kept this green. .38 to go on the stage. SVG pulls to pit road. Man, that's tough. SVG, I think, is going to be a win and in guy for the playoffs. I don't think he's going to get in without a win. I think he's going to need the win to get in. Oh, that's weird. Did it just let go? Huh. That's a weird issue for the right front. That's pretty bizarre. Meanwhile, looking at Chris Buescher, going to crack his way into the top 10. He goes around Joey Logano. That puts Chris Buescher into the top 10. So it's Larson, Byron, Reddick, Wallace, Suarez, Berry, Hocevar, Allmendinger, Chastain, and Buescher now in your top 10. 35 laps to go, so still a good ways to go. Keeping an eye on it right now, looks like Hocevar is the only Spire car in the top 20. So disappointing for how good they qualified for him to be the only top 20 car at the moment. Yeah, LMC, Legacy Motor Club, I think they've been better. I don't think they're quite ready to contend for playoffs yet, but they are definitely a lot closer than they were last year. It seems like they are running a much more consistent top 15, top 20. They're not quite in the top 15, but they seem to be in the top 20 more consistently than they were last year. And on some of that might be execution, but I mean, hey, every little bit counts. McDowell's had horrible luck this year. I don't know if a lot of it's luck, though. Some of it's just been, they haven't had the speed. I mean, Cota was a little bit of luck, but today, he started on pole. He didn't do anything wrong. There was no unluckiness. He just fell back because he had no speed. So, I don't know. It's hard to say because, like I said, the speed is just not there in the 71 bunch. All right, keeping an eye on it right now, we've got Larson out front by half a second over Byron, 1 second back to Tyler Reddick, so that's 3 cars within a second of each other. Any rumors of a new model for Chevy? Only thing I've ever heard was Corvette would be their next car. That's all and that's That's just kind of a random rumor. I don't know that there's any basis to it. $29 to go in the stage as they run. Chase has actually fallen back outside the top 15 now, so whatever it is on this set of tires or this run, he has not had very good speed. All right, 27 laps to go at the moment. Trying to see if there's any other big changes. Hamlin has worked his way up to 23rd after starting out back by getting back on the lead lap. Ryan Blaney up to 19th, so big moves out of those guys who were at one point a lap down. They're starting to make their way forward. There goes Blaney. He's going to get around Chase Elliott. That is for 17th position. So that'll move Chase back to 18th. I don't know what happened to that car, but that car is bad. Just not good. I mean, was running as high as 12th and has just faded to 18th over the last 10, 15 laps. So whatever's wrong with the 9 car, it is not getting better. So 26 to go on the racetrack till the end of our stage here. Raymond Murphy says, my body is sore from running the New York City half marathon today. Dude, bravo. 13 point, what is it? 13.1? 26.2, am I remembering that right? The right distances. That's no easy feat. That's good to stay in that good of shape. I would love to do that. $24 to go. Reddick now looking to the inside of Byron. He'll probably get down there, and it looks like he will most likely clear by the time they exit the corner. All right, keeping an eye on the running order. Kyle Busch still off. I think that means he's pretty much out of the race at this point. Josh Berry, shout out again, running in the 6th position. TV's giving him a little shout out right now. Also a shout out to Daniel Suarez in 5th and AJ Allmendinger in 8th. Good runs out of all those guys today. $22 laps to go at the moment. Wow, great run for Blaney. He just went right around the inside of Todd Gilliland right there. Just hooked it low, stayed low, and drove right around him. Eric Jones not going to give up, though. He's going to hang tough on the bottom. They're going to be side by side as they head down the backstretch. It is refreshing to see the 21 run well. It's almost like there was a driver issue the whole time. So at the moment, 20 laps to go. We got another caution on the speedway. Another caution on the speedway. What is our caution for this time? It is for Todd Gilliland in the wall. Now, here's where you could get interesting. With 20 laps to go, there is the opportunity to pull a little strategy here. Potentially try maybe a 2-tire stop and gain some track position because you know you're going to have a chance to pit again here in literally less than 20 laps. The other alternative option is you go for 4 now and 2 at the stage break. Ooh, Todd Gilliland really smoked the wall there. Got the wall, got turned back off the wall, and then went right back into it again. The heck are they holding Kyle Busch on pit road for? Kyle Busch is being held on pit road for something. Not really sure what. Ty Gibbs will get the free pass. So I assume we'll see everybody come down and pit right here. Loss of wheel penalty? He was in the garage. Did he not serve it? They had to take 2 more? Good grief. Yeah, I think if you're going to take 2 and pray for, you just got to pray you can get out front. The other alternative is, because they did just pit, actually, they got 40 laps on their left, so I think you got to go 4 here, and if you're going to do 2, you got to do 2 at the stage break. Which, like I said, I'm not afraid of doing 2 at the stage break. I'm not afraid of taking 2 tires to try and get some track position. I would say I would be willing to take 4 here, and then I would take 2 at the stage break, and if I'm 15th or worse at the stage break. Heck, 10th or worse. I mean, yeah, I would be willing to gamble. Here comes basically everybody. All right, let's see what we got. Any strategies you guys think of? Can you imagine Carl Edwards in 2019 when Gibbs was dominant? How good that car would have been? All right, anybody pulling some funky stuff? Oh, I see one. Well, there it is. It's Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin going to pull some strategy. Love it. Who else we got? Oh, we got all sorts of strategy going on, guys. This is gonna be fun. It's Chastain. It's, oh boy. We've got Jones. We've got Chastain. We got Hamlin all taking 2 tires, taking a gamble, trying to get up to the front. Love it. I love what I'm seeing. And Hamlin was running in the 20s, so you can make 2 tires get all the way up that far. I am still on board with taking 4 here and taking 2 at the next stop. If I'm Chase Elliott back in 25th, I'm taking 2 tires next time by. There we go. Had to put that back. My bad. My bad, people. We've got strategy. Pit strategy. Ty Gibbs, yeah, he's a lap down though. So it'll be Chastain, Jones, Hamlin, Larson, Bubba, Byron, Suarez, Reddick, Barry, Hocevar. Everybody else looks like from there was on 4. So 2 tires though, the call for the front 3. I love it. I love that call. Those guys were all outside the top 10. This is their shot to really, if they can just hold on for 15 laps up front, they're going to be in a great spot going into stage 3. But at the same time, going into stage 3, if I'm in the back of the field, that's a perfect chance to take 2 and get up front with everybody else. Yeah, if I'm in the back, if I'm further out back like that, like Alex Bowman's still back there, I'm taking 2 to start stage 3. Give me some track position because that's my only shot to really get myself back in the race. Is Bell's 4-peat going to happen? I think it's still possible. I think there's been flashes of speed out of that 20 car. It just depends on if he gets there. Little strategy spicing this up. 15 to go. It's actually going to be like 14 or 13 to go by the time they actually go green. So it'll be interesting. Hey, the other thing is we have had cautions for actual reasons today, which is kind of nice. Not just the phantom ones. So yeah, it'll be 14 to go when they take the green for this final, or for the little sprint to the end of the stage. The other thing is Chastain, Jones, and Hamlin gave themselves a shot at some stage points today too. That's another thing that's worth noting. Yeah, if I only have 14 laps on my left side tires, I am 100% willing to take just rights going into stage 3. I really want to see guys like Bowman, Elliott, Bell. I want to see somebody try it. Because I think it'll work well for them if they can get out front and use that clean air. All right, here we go. Off turn 4, coming to the green. Green flag in the air. Chastain really tried to wait. This field is really stacked up right now. Side by side for the lead. Larson now coming up behind him. Not really anywhere to go. Chastain will clear for the lead. Here comes Byron for second now. Oh, here comes Larson through the middle! But he's getting side drafted on both sides as they head off into turns 1 and 2. Larson gonna send it in deep. Gets back to the gas. Still 3 wide for second. Chastain is going to disappear with the lead. Here comes Bubba Wallace. He's going to have to pick who to push. He's going to push Eric Jones back out in front. Now Jones will go to the bottom, and that'll allow Bubba Wallace on the top lane to go ahead and take those spots. Maybe, maybe not. 3 wide now for third. Jones is getting away. Meanwhile, Denny Hamlin already back to 7th, and I don't think it's going to get any better. He is already 3 wide for 7th, and that's going to send him even further back. So not a great outcome for Denny Hamlin thus far. Still 3 wide for the third spot. Meanwhile, Carson Hocevar coming up on that battle, trying to figure out where he's going to fit in line. Actually, Denny Hamlin running the top was able to maintain pretty well right there. Ten laps to go on the stage. Chastain and Jones trying to disappear out front. Meanwhile, Byron has now gotten past Eric Jones. That is for the second spot, and he's going to set his sights on Chastain. 9 laps to chase him down. Fresh tires do mean something. About 0.3 of a second, he should be able to get there, but we will see. Now Larson has gotten around. You can bet Chastain's going to battle the heck out of Byron, though. Ooh, big wiggle out of Eric Jones. He does save it, but he is pretty much going to lose all that track position he had gained. That's going to slide him all the way to 8th, actually all the way to 9th. So unfortunately, that is not going to work out well for him. Just got loose trying to get down to the bottom, and by having to lift and get out of the gas, it really set him up badly for that exit. Chastain now looks like he's trying to mirror drive a little bit. But he can't do that for long because here comes Kyle Larson into the battle. Oh, this is good. Reddick pulls a big slider, gets right up in front of Jones, and that will pretty much knock Jones to 10th. So the stage point gamble is definitely not going to work out for Jones. He's probably going to end up outside the top 10. It was definitely a worthy gamble at this point for Ross Chastain, who still holds the lead, but now is under intense fire from the 2 Hendrick cars behind. And Byron's just going to go right around the outside, and here comes Larson. He's going to go right around the bottom. No fight for Chastain on that one. But I don't think Larson's done yet. He still wants to go get that lead. 5 to go. Larson running up top, still running pretty good pace. We'll see if he's able to keep close to William Byron here. 4 to go in the stage. Man, Kyle Larson is hunting. He's definitely the better car of the 2 Hendrick guys here. The problem is, clean air is worth a lot. Can he get there or not? Ricky Stenhouse Jr. currently holds down the 10th position. Really all by himself. Not really anybody close to him. Ryan Blaney, by the way, has rebounded all the way to 6th. And I don't think he's done yet. Or is that Joey that's running down there? Here we go. Slide up off the corner. And Larson is going to come. Ooh, we got almost a little contact there. William Byron tried to hold him at the very bottom of the racetrack as they enter the corner. There's no way Larson was going to let him hold him that low. Almost got some contact there. Meanwhile, battle for 4th. Hocevar on the inside, looking to try and take that spot from Bubba Wallace. 1 lap to go in the stage. Larson out front. Battle here is for 3rd. Actually, that's for 4th, because Chastain's still ahead of him. But Larson should have this one. He's got a pretty good gap. Meanwhile, Bubba Wallace off the corner with a run, but Hocevar's not giving up. Ooh, he really shut the door on him there. And that will give him that spot. Here comes Blaney with a full head of steam on the top. Does he have enough to get there? Oh, he might. Not quite. Almost. Blaney does get back around Suarez. That is for 6th. But overall, not bad for the guys on 2 tires. I mean, Eric Jones obviously lost a lot of ground after getting really loose, but Denny Hamlin ends up 13th as they'll come back into the pits, and Ross Chastain comes out 3rd. So the gamble really did work out for at least 2 of the guys. And outside of that big slide for Jones, he ends up 19th. So not the worst by any stretch. We've certainly seen worse. All right, so we'll get ready for stage-ending pit stops and prepare for stage number 3. Good kitty cats. All right. All right, so we'll get ready to do stage pit stops here. But for Ross Chastain, he has new life running in 3rd. Pit strategy absolutely worth the gamble there. I think there should have been a lot more guys willing to try that gamble out. The question is, how many are going to try and take that gamble now? With 100 laps to go, 50 and 50, but if you take 2 tires, you can almost guarantee you're going to stop early on that pit strategy. If it goes green the whole way, you might be in trouble. However, if it doesn't go green and you stop a little earlier and get a little bit of an early jump on the pit strategy, you definitely still have a shot here. So I still think 2 tires could be a good strategy for some of these guys. Oh, are the pits open this time and nobody's pitting? Or the pit's not open yet? I don't think the pits are open because not one person pitted. So I think we got one more lap. It'd be interesting, though. You actually have the argument you could stay out. 15-lap-old tires is not that much. I mean, if you pit, you got 15-lap fresher tires. I think you got to do the opposite of the guys in front. I definitely like 2 tires here. Ooh, Noah Gragson with a fancy helmet. Goodness. That is a tremendous-looking helmet for Noah. Holy moly, all chromed out. That looks awesome. So yeah, at this point, there is also the argument to make here. Do you go 2, 4, or no pit? Actually, let's do that. Let's pull this. Start a poll. Do I have to close the last poll? I think I have to close the last poll. End poll. New poll. Okay, here we go. Pit call. Pit call, ladies and gentlemen. Pit call. Here we go. 2 tires, 4 tires, or stay out. Here we go. Let's see what they do. Coming this time. It looks like everybody's coming. Boy, I'm a little surprised not one person, even on only 15. I guess 2 tires is in play, though. So nobody said stay out. I thought it was possible. Let's see what we got for a strategy here, though. Do we got 2 or 4? Let's see what Larson does. Larson up front. He's going to take 4 tires for the 5. 4 tires for the 1. Any 2 tires? With only 15 laps on your left sides, I feel like the opportunity's there. We got 1. Really? Not nobody? Golly. Nobody tried the 2 tires. That's crazy. It says Blaney did, but he obviously didn't. It's all 4 tires all the way back. That's crazy. That's insane. 2 tires just did tremendous on that last run. It was only 14 laps, but it worked well. And like, yeah, you might slowly fall back, but they had 40-something laps on their left sides. They only have 14 laps on their left sides, and it's enough to... Really? Huh. Interesting. All right, we do apparently have 2 guys that stayed out. Michael McDowell and Austin Dillon. Great. I thought, okay, so we got a couple of them. I'm a little surprised less guys tried too. I thought the opportunity was just there to try 2 tires and get up front. I'm a little shocked at how... I'm a little shocked. I thought they would have tried it. '77 thought about taking 2. I mean, the 77, in my opinion, had no reason to take 2. He was close enough to the front. I'm just surprised that there are guys, that were running in the back. I mean, like Alex Bowman. We know the car's fast. He's just got to get some track position. And it's like, nah, they tried nothing. They didn't try anything. I mean, he's going to restart in like 28th or 26th position, maybe? Where does he even start? 17th. So Bowman's going to end up 17th. Chase Elliott 18th. I mean, you could have been 3rd, 4th. Instead, you're 18th. I just feel like from that spot, you'd have been fine, especially if you could get out ahead of these guys with no tires. McDowell and Dillon are on no tires at all. I think 2 tires would have been a great call. We'll see what Suarez does here, because the thing is, Suarez is the perfect example of what we need to really find out. I think Cody Ware also tried 2 tires, or he pitted again, so he's on the scoring board wrong. Yeah, he's going off the board. He's going somewhere else. So I think it's the right call still. I think 2 tires, because I know there's a lot of laps. But if you can get out in front of Austin Dillon and Michael McDowell on 15-lap old tires, so if you just find your way past that and make everybody go around those guys, I mean, the tires equalize pretty quickly. I feel like, man, your opportunity to go forward from that spot is pretty high. I feel like you really have a shot if you get aggressive with it. Man, oh man. I think there's a wasted opportunity for a lot of guys that are buried in this field right now. There's a lot of guys buried deep in this field that really had an opportunity to gain track position. I'm a little shocked none of them took it. I mean, I think you had guys outside the top 20. I think they could have really jumped the order and done really well. Maybe they're banking on cautions. I mean, maybe. But the thing is, like, McDowell and Dillon, if they run 25 laps and don't even hold the lead, let's just say they fall to 10th in that 25 laps and the caution comes out. Everyone's coming back to pit road for 4 tires and fuel. Now you're just pitting from 10th. They were running 30th. Like, I'm a little shocked how few take chances. I mean, they have the win and you're in playoff system, and yet guys are content to run 24th. They're just like, yeah, 24th is good enough. It's like, you could gamble. I mean, you can. Like, Ross Chastain gambled, and he's now running 7th on the same tires as everybody else. 7th. He was running outside the top 15. That gamble worked, and worked well. He's the 4th guy on brand new tires. So that's a great gamble. It worked. And yet, everyone saw that gamble work and said, nope, 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 not doing it. Why? Denny Hamlin's 12th. Those guys both gained 10-plus positions. And now they get to run much closer to the front on the same tires as everybody else. I'm just surprised at how little these crew chiefs try strategy. I mean, it's a way you can win races. Joey Logano won a championship on it. He doesn't win at Vegas. He doesn't end up in the championship 4. And he won a race because he just tried something different. He tried to stay out long on fuel strategy and steal a win. And yet people they won't try it. I am kind of mind blown at how little Cup guys will try strategy. I mean, if you're a guy like Cole Custer, you're running in 24th position, I think. 24th or something. What's the worst that could happen? You fall to 30th? Like, you could potentially run really, really well. He's actually, Custer's 27th. 27th. You could only lose about 3 spots. It can only get 3 spots worse. But it could get a whole lot better if you end up front. Like, that's crazy to me. Up front, it's going to be McDowell and Dillon, and then Suarez and Larson. I'm a little surprised Suarez took the bottom. I would have thought you wanted to be on top, so that way you wouldn't get all bunched up at the bottom of the racetrack, but maybe he's banking on McDowell missing the corner and sliding up. We'll see. But I got a feeling this is not going to go well for McDowell and Dillon. I mean, they're only on 15-lap-old tires. The pace had only fallen off a little bit. And so for them running in the 30s to stay out and get the clean air up front, it's a good gamble for them too. Here we come, back to the restart zone. McDowell and Dillon side by side. Green is in the air. Good push from Suarez to McDowell. And McDowell is clear of Dillon. He's going to slide up. Very tight as Larson's going to push his way through the middle. Meanwhile, it is going to be McDowell out in front. Dillon has been shucked high. He is all but gone. He's already back to like 8th. So that did not work for Austin Dillon. However, Michael McDowell still got pretty good pace. But, oh yeah, Kyle Larson's going to blow his doors off. And Kyle Larson to the lead. He's gone. Yeah, this is going to be a Kyle Larson race to lose. Meanwhile, Suarez on the 2 tires, though. He's looking low on Michael McDowell. Let's see what he's able to do. He is clear. And that's the gamble I said should be taken. I think Suarez is in the right spot. Ooh, big push. Who is that? Got all over the back of somebody. Oh, Bubba Wallace was all over the back of Ross Chastain. Just shoved him all over the place. Ross cleared himself and just really closed the door tight on him. I don't really blame Bubba for that. Byron now looking to the outside of Suarez. So those guys on 4 tires have now climbed their way a little bit further forward. But, I mean, honestly, McDowell's still in 5th. I mean, he's hanging in. I really do think that the gamble was worth it. I mean, for Dillon, obviously, it has not worked out near as good. He's still top 15 at the moment. But, hey, I think the gambles are worth it. I think Austin Dillon just got in the wrong lane. You can't be where Austin Dillon was and make that work. Suarez still battling Byron for second. I'm telling you, that 2-tire call is the right call. Because even though he's not in second, and he's battling hard for it, he's fast enough. He is as fast as William Byron. 2 tires was absolutely the right call. And Daniel Suarez will clear. He is going to clear for second. I'm so frustrated to be right. I'm so frustrated to be right because I know my favorite drivers could use these strategies to get themselves a chance to go run well, and they don't freaking do it. Looking at you, Alan Gustafson. Yeah, 2 tires, man. There it is. I mean, battle going on right now for the 3rd spot, but he's scooting away. Daniel Suarez in 2nd. What are you doing, Q? I'll get that out of the way for you. Now Byron will clear, and he'll drive off in third. But Daniel Suarez hanging in second. Michael McDowell has fallen to 7th. Yeah, sorry. If you're a guy like Justin or John Hunter Nemechek running 22nd, Chase Elliott now running 21st, man, that was the freaking opportunity you had. It was right there. You could have jumped track position and really had a shot. Oh, that's so frustrating. The opportunity was there, and you just... I mean, yeah, Byron's going to get by Suarez right now. He's going to get the side draft and go by. He's a little bit faster, for sure. Like I said, it's a gamble. You're not going to be the fastest, but, man, I mean, he's running third. And he's got good pace. He can run for that position for a while, and he'll be all right. He just... Oh, man. The fact that the opportunity was there, and they didn't take it. Yeah, 22nd position for Chase Elliott. Oh, my goodness. Just no speed, man. I mean, speed is part of it, but yeah, he's not very good. Golly. It's going to be another one of them long years, man. It's going to be another long year with Alan Gustafson at the helm. No strategy, no speed, bad adjustments in the race. And he'll make something of it. I mean, he's running 22nd right now. They'll pit and they'll make it a little better, and he'll rally for a top 12 or something, and they'll finish 12th, and we'll call it a good day because they were so much worse before that. But man, he's never going to have the dominant season like he once had a shot at because he just doesn't have the crew chief to keep him. I mean, let's be honest. The minute Cliff Daniels and Kyle Larson got together, they won 10 races. Chase Elliott only won 5 the year before with Alan Gustafson because they weren't in that many of them. They could have probably been. The cars are probably capable of running that well. But, ugh. Oh, frustration. What do you think Elliott's biggest shot's going to be? It's going to be a road course, realistically. Because that one is where the driver can overcome bad handling. And I think Alan Gustafson can set up a good road course car. But that being said, I think realistically it's going to be a place like Watkins Glen, a place like maybe Mexico. Obviously, we saw how fast he was at the new layout for COTA. So, I think the opportunities are going to be there for that. But it's just a matter of, I don't know. It's like Texas last year's a prime example. He wasn't actually the best car, but things went right for him. They worked out that way. And then on top of that working out well for him and having some good luck, they did use strategy. He started at the back that day, and he used pit strategy to get up to the top 10. And that pit strategy helped him stay in the top 10 the rest of the race. And, it drives me nuts. In the next-gen car, pit strategy has never been more of an option. And they just don't do it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, being an Elliott fan, it's like, man, he was good in 2020. Even 2021, he was in contention to win multiple races and just had things go wrong. The problem is, since the next-gen era, 2022 was a lucky year more than anything else. I mean, Nashville, a caution came out at the right time. He pits, passes all the Gibbs cars, but the Gibbs cars were better than him that day. Literally, one's a DQ win. Dover was a little bit of a strategy win. Talladega's a Talladega crapshoot. Atlanta's an Atlanta crapshoot, and that's all of his wins. After that, he's only won one other race, which was Texas, which, again, Kyle Larson was a better car and just crashed out earlier. But I think it's just, overall, I hate the lack of opportunity. I mean, last year at Martinsville, he had a shot to win and got his doors blown off by Ryan Blaney. We got a crash. Cody Ware is around. And just like that, Austin Dillon is 15th. Michael McDowell was 9th. Daniel Suarez is 4th. Strategy worked. Put me on the box. I don't care. Put me on somebody's box. I'll win them a race. I'll win them a race all on strategy. I'll do it. I'll do it myself. Strategy worked. All right, they've run about 20 laps since the stage. Maybe 20, it's close to 20 laps. So I'm going to say it again for Chase Elliott and Alan Gustafson. 2 right side tires and go. Because Daniel Suarez did 2 right side tires, and he's 4th. Ross Chastain did 2 right side tires, and he's 3rd. Denny Hamlin did 2 right side tires, and he's 14th. Austin Dillon didn't pit, he's 15th. Michael McDowell didn't pit, he's 9th. Everybody else that's gambled has worked. Not one of them has actually run worse. I think the only one is Eric Jones. The only one that's actually had a worse result based on where they're running is Eric Jones. That's it. Eric Jones, the only one that's actually running worse. Everybody else has had positive gains. All right, guys. I'm going to end the last poll. What was our results on that anyway? Because I need to do a new poll. Another pit call, everybody. Pit call is brought to you in part by Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. I like Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is good. So, nobody took 2 tires, by the way. That was on you guys. 4 tires are 66%, 33% said stay out. Interesting. I'm a little surprised nobody said to go for those tires. All right, pit call. Here we go. All right, I'm going to vote. I'm going to say 2 tires is my vote. Or am I not allowed to vote? I'm not allowed to vote. My bad. All right, let's see. Coming off pit road. Here we go. We got somebody taking 2 tires. Is it Ross again? Chase Elliott takes the 2 tires. And Austin Cindric was as well. He will be top 5. Chase Elliott listens to me. Oh my goodness, the day has come. Alan Gustafson has tried pit strategy. Oh, let the rain fall from the heavens. You're not supposed to park in your box like that, Ty Gibbs. Oh, what an abysmal day for Joe Gibbs Racing. I think Suarez also came out first. We'll see when it all cycles around. But, guys, I tried to tell you, 2 tires is the way to go. And we've got 2 tires on Austin Cindric, 2 tires on Chase Elliott. We've got 2 tires on Christopher Bell. We've got 2 tires on Ross Chastain. So we've got a few of them now on 2 tires that are willing to gamble. Because again, here's the best part. There's still only 80 or 70-something laps to go. If you're on 2 tires and you start falling back faster than everybody else, the good news is you can't make it on fuel from here. So you can just split the stage a little differently. It's 78 to go. That means you would be splitting it 39 and 39. If you're on 2 tires, you might want to split that more like 30 and 46. Or maybe 35 and 40. But you can split it just a little differently because you're on 2 tires. You have a reason that it's the right way to do it. So it still works. Your doors are still open because you can still take 4 under green and get back out there and go have a shot to win the race. Now, the other option you have is 4 tires, or 2 tires at the end of the race. The problem with 2 tires is going to be your lap times are going to suffer, and you could actually make up those extra 6 or 7 seconds just by having the nicer tires. So it's still the right call to do 4 tires under green, in my opinion, because by then you've run 40 laps, you're 2 seconds off the pace. Those 4 fresh tires are going to make up all of their time, like, that quickly. But, that being said, the opportunity is now open for if someone wants to try to push their fuel mileage and 2 tire it, it's there. Let's see. So yeah, the 2 tire guys are going to be Bell, Elliott, Cindric, and Chastain. The heck, that tire is just bouncing everywhere. All right, 2 tire. Let's go to the poll. I want to see the poll. No, I don't want to end the poll. I just want to see the poll. Here we go. So right now we've got 2 tires. We only have like 2 votes, don't we? 2 tires and 4 tires. We are split on the vote. Nobody chose stay out. I want to look. I don't think anyone did stay out because you can get closer to the finish now after running about 20 laps. I'm telling you though, the gamble was the right way to go because Daniel Suarez is 5th on brand new tires. He's the 2nd car on 4 fresh tires is Daniel Suarez. So the gamble, 100% worth it. Also, shout out Noah Gragson. He has been just holding his own up in the top 10, top 15 today. Just kind of holding himself in there. And he's done a fantastic job. I got to shout him out because that front row car has just steadily been able to hang there. It's had different times where it's been shuffled back. He's made it all back on restarts. But he has been able to really hold his position just outside the top 10. Now he runs 9th. So great job, Noah. Man, we don't got enough people voting. Vote in the poll. What was your pit call? I mean, if you're Kyle Larson, 4 tires is the right call, by the way. No doubt. If you're the fastest car, just keep putting 4 fresh ones on it. Because you're showing that you can just blow people's doors off anyway, so just do it. But for a guy like Chase that was running 18th, get up front. Give yourself a shot. Chase Briscoe is going to take a wave around, get one of his 3 laps back. I actually think that's a great call. That was a great opportunity for Chase Briscoe to get one of those laps back. All right, so our current running order: Chastain, Larson, Cindric, Elliott, Suarez, Byron, Blaney, Bell, Gragson, Reddick in the top 10. We've also got guys on 2 tires. Those include Chastain, Cindric, Elliott, and Bell. Everyone else on 4 tires would include Larson, Suarez, Byron, Blaney, Gragson, and Reddick, all in the top 10. So that is kind of how they shake out. Other guys, we're going to shout out Bubba Wallace 11th, Michael McDowell in 12th. Michael McDowell stayed out under the last caution, held some position, fell back, but was able to hold decent. And now Michael McDowell, with a no-pit strategy on the last caution, runs in 12th. So a great gamble by Travis Peterson and Michael McDowell. I have long loved Travis Peterson's willingness to gamble. When the speed's not in the car, Travis Peterson says, I'll find you a way to the front. If you can't pass your way there, I'll find a way to put you there. I need you to hold it. And McDowell has done that. And he held it up to, I mean, he only fell to 9th, and now he runs 12th. So fantastic. I mean, really a great job. Also got a shout out, I mean, Christopher Bell, running 30th really early in this race. He does a 2-tire strategy now to get into the top 10. The 4-peat's not over. He's still got a shot, even though the rest of the Gibbs cars have not looked great. But he's able to hang in there. He's got a shot. Man, what a shakeup. Joey Logano is gone. Where did Joey go? Joey Logano has been 4 tires and fuel. I haven't seen any strategy out of him yet thus far in the race. And I think he now runs outside the top 20? I got to see this again. No. Stop that. Live. All right, here we go. My goodness, Joey Logano is 24th. Oh, wow. That is tough. For a car that went out front and was leading and running well today, that's a tough pill to swallow. AJ Allmendinger 20th, Josh Berry 18th. These guys didn't run bad. They didn't have bad pit stops. They just are getting passed by all the guys on strategy. That's the thing. I thought Josh Berry has run a fantastic race. He really has. But everyone's trying strategy right now, and it's shuffling him all the way back to 20th or 18th. I just think the opportunity's there when he's sitting in 18th right now. And again, most people that have gotten around him have just been on strategy. The pit crew hasn't been bad, but that just shows you what that strategy can do is just by staying pat and doing 4 tires and fuel. If you're not Kyle Larson, weaving your way through the field, if you're guys like Joey Logano and Josh Berry, where you're a good car, but you're not fast enough to really get through the whole field, people on strategy will pass and push you towards the back. And that's exactly what's happened. I mean, they were ahead of guys like Dillon and Jones and Allmendinger. Well, actually, Allmendinger was running with them, but Preece, Hamlin, McDowell, all of those guys jumped them on the strategy call. There's so much value to that. All right, going to be coming to the green. We're going to end the pit call here. Only 3 votes, but 2 said 4 tires. 1 said 2 tires. I will even that up. It'll be 50-50. I vote 2 tires. But, again, it depends on who you are. I should actually say that. Pit call, and then I'm going to pick a position. I'm going to pick a driver and then say, what should this driver do? Because, yes, I believe 4 tires is the right call for Kyle Larson. 100%. Kyle Larson, 4 tires. Until he can't get his way to the lead, I'm 4 tires it. But for Chase Elliott, 2 tires was the right call. For Ross Chastain, 2 tires might have been the right call. For Austin Cindric, 2 tires was the right call. Like, some of these guys, 2 tires was absolutely the right call. All right, here we come. Coming to the Geico restart zone, or whatever the restart zone is called. I don't know. And green is back in the air. Good push on the outside. Oh, we got a spin down the backstretch. We got a crash. Ryan Blaney's in it. Oh, no. Eric Jones is in it. Oh, Ryan Blaney's day is, it's over now. Hard hit to the rear. Golly, what happened? Oh, my goodness. Eric Jones is, he tried strategy earlier. That didn't work out, but Ryan Blaney got spun down the backstretch. And my, oh my, we'll have to re-rack him and do it again. Oh, yeah, a lot of damage on the 12. Man, a tough start to the year for Ryan Blaney. Had a great car at Phoenix, blows up. Had a great car at Atlanta, gets caught up in a wreck. Great car at Daytona, caught up in a wreck. That's every race. Coda, I don't know how Coda went for him, honestly. I have to double check. I don't think he had anything too eventful. But this is obviously going to make that take a hit. He's been running in the top 5 in points, but I think that is probably going to end today. We'll see what other guys are up in the top 10 in points right now. Oh, what happened there? Suarez got squished down onto the apron, and they're 4 wide. And I don't think Bell knew they were 4 wide. I think Bell just comes up too far. No, Blaney's spotter did not tell him that there was 2 cars on his outside. That's on the spotter. I think it's on the spotter. If the spotter said it and he just kept going, then it's not. But it looked like Blaney did not realize there were 2 guys on his outside. Bubba and Greg, it's a tight squeeze, but you got to leave more room than that. Gregson really didn't have any more room to go. I have to look again, but it looks like Bubba and him were right against the wall and each other. They're 4 wide. And, yeah, I don't know that I put that on anyone other than maybe the spotter for not having him run a little lower. Christopher Bell ran lower, and obviously he's still running, but it's hard to say. Man, that's a tough end. He was really fast today and just never even got the shot to get out front. I will say, though, that's a prime example of them not using strategy early in the race. Now, they did try to pit early on the green flag sequence. It just had a crap amount of luck. Just bad stuff happened there. They're going to score Elliott in second. Okay, front row. I like that. All right, so Chase has scored second. Tires are working. We'll see if that actually counts up or not. But the shortening of this overall final run, it's going to favor him. So, yeah, a little contact there. But they sorted that first contact out. The real issue, my gosh, 5 wide at Vegas. That is crazy. And then the spin off the bottom, Stenhouse just got shoved around by Allmendinger. He was trying to follow, and they're so stacked up that there wasn't anywhere for him to go. I think it's just a spin, though. I don't think he ended up hitting anything. But yeah, Bubba, you can see him in the wall, and then Blaney gets spun off of it. So I really don't know that Bubba or Gregson had much they could do. Obviously, Bell made it, so I'm going to have to put that on Blaney/Blaney's spotter. What? Huh. Okay. Huh. Chase just pitted. Don't know why. That was kind of dumb. They only ran 1 corner. Why did you pit? Well, that seems really stupid. Like, really stupid. I guess they think they're closer to being able to make it on fuel? I feel like you got to count on cautions, though. 69 laps to go. The fuel window is close, but not impossible. And That seems really, really dumb. I don't like it. You've literally just watched how many guys get wrecked because they're in the back. And this goes for everybody, by the way. Cliff Daniels just put Kyle Larson back in a hornet's nest back there. And everybody's on the same tires. Like he just took a splash of fuel. You just gave up 20 spots for a splash of fuel. Oh man, I don't know, man. I don't. I don't know. I don't know what that pit call was. I was definitely not planning on pitting. That's for sure. I know you're a little closer to your fuel window, but what are you going to run? The 67 laps on tires? I mean, everybody else in front of you is going to just try to gamble and make it too. Yeah, Bell pitted too. I can't get my arms around this one. I don't know what that pit call was. Kyle Larson is going to restart in, holy moly, about 19th. 19th position? I don't know. I don't know what to say. That might be one of the dumbest pit calls I've seen. We'll see. I mean, there's always a chance I'm wrong. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I just think when you had the shot to get up front and you got it. You got the restart. You ended up second position. I don't know. And Elliott had to come back in and top off. Oh my gosh. So Elliott's now 30th. Alan Gustafson, please be fired. Oh gosh. How can you follow up such a tremendous pit call with one of the dumbest pit calls I've ever seen? What are you... I mean, seriously. What are we doing? So the only shot any of these guys even have to win now is going to be if this thing goes green all the way to the end. I don't understand that. That was a really dumb decision. They ran one corner. Everybody else in this field right now is only like a lap and a half better on fuel. It's like a lap. There's like no fuel burned. Like, we're not talking a massive fuel difference. We're not talking like these guys have to pit with 20 to go. Like, some of these guys could probably stretch and save too, but they're going to stretch from like 20 seconds out front because they're in the lead. Golly, I don't understand that. I don't understand that one bit. And that goes for all the Hendrick guys. To be honest, I think all of that was really, really stupid. All right, green flag. Drag race down to turn 1. All right, so Reddick is out front. Suarez battling with him. That Suarez pit strategy I talked about earlier, still working tremendously. Meanwhile, Brad Keselowski, sorry, that's not Brad. That's Ryan Preece. Ryan Preece in the 60 has found his way to the top 5. He now runs in the 4th spot. Hamlin, Barry, I mean, all these guys are rebounding with strategy. Why didn't we use strategy? Oh boy. The thing is, they all did it. It was all the leaders. Chastain did it. What? Why? Why did you all punt on your strategy? 2 laps in. All right, it is what it is. Ugh. No other way to put it than that. Just ugh. Meanwhile, Reddick is out front. Suarez, McDowell, Preece, Gregson, Barry, Hamlin, Allmendinger, Logano, and Hocevar are your top 10. And they all have pretty much the same tires as all the cars behind him. So, for guys like Kyle Larson, he hasn't gone anywhere. Yikes. I wish I could say I understood. I really do. I really, really do. But I don't. Okay. Well, I think this is Reddick and Suarez's race to lose now. I mean, they unless this thing stays green all the way to the end, but we've already got one car off the pace on the bottom of the racetrack down the backstretch. Limping it back. What in the world's going on? SVG might be out of power, but this caution, if it happens, is going to be enough to save them fuel to get back. That should be enough for them to save to get to the end, I would think. Wow, big move from Bill Byron. He went right around the outside past a whole gaggle of cars. Look at that absolute mess of cars back there. Oh, Brad, are you mirror driving? What are you... Okay, you're going to cost both of you 2 spots. I don't know why you're mirror driving this early in a run. Oh, that's right, it's TJ Majors. He always mirror drives. Yeah, I forgot that's how he spots. But those guys, anyway, on the new tires have yet to go anywhere. They are all still out back. So I still don't understand that pit strategy. But, I mean, out front, we got Reddick and Suarez, and I don't even think the lap times are any good. First guy on new tires is Austin Cindric up to 14th. He's made up some good ground, but, again, they only ran one corner, so I don't see the tires being all that fresh. No saving on the Suarez bunch. They think they can make it, apparently, so... Oh, I am so ticked off right now. I am so ticked off. He just gave the lead away. You had a chance to just lead the race, and you gave it away. Dude, Alan Gustafson drives me up a wall. Holy moly. Hocevar gets 4 in fuel. What? Why? Why would you pit now? Huh. That's interesting. Barry looks like he's going to be taking a move. That is for the 6th position. And he is going to slide up. Oh, he's going to slide up almost into Noah Gragson. He's going to force him into the top lane. Joey Logano goes around both of them. And then they will regather and try to keep moving down the backstretch and into turn 3 and 4. Yeah, Noah, good job on Noah's part, making sure they both made the corner. But Barry really just crowded him up off the lane he was in and ended up giving up both spots. Not ideal. Man, Larson and Bell going at it in the back of the field. They're still way back there. I mean, this is on Hendrick, man. They absolutely peed this one down their leg, man. I don't know what else to say. Considering I had to deal with the Lance McGrew, Keith Rodden at points, making AG look like Ray Evernham. Oh, no kidding, man. It's stupid, though. Like, how do you mess up pit calls this bad? I mean, seriously, how do you mess them up this freaking bad? Like, you had a shot for the freaking lead. You had, like, I just cannot believe all of Hendrick Motorsports had the same idea. And they were all so wrong about it. All of them. Like, they have a war room, I assume, that helps make some of these calls. But apparently they all said, yeah, pitting's the right call. I disagree. I think everybody disagrees. I guess we'll see if this thing runs long. But, I mean, if you're Chase Elliott, were you really thinking you were going to outrun Kyle Larson on pure pace today? I don't know, man. There's nothing else I can really say. I don't know what he's thinking. It's just an Alan Gustafson special, which is, unfortunately, always really bad. If all of Hendrick does it, is it really an AG special? I don't know. I think at this point there's got to be some level of just like, what are we doing? I mean, I don't even understand Cliff Daniels doing it. I thought that was dumb too. I thought Rudy Fugle doing it was dumb. I mean, I guess unless they expect this thing to run green all the way to the end, maybe then, maybe. There's still 52 laps to go, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. I can't say. I mean, at this point, they've run so many laps that everyone comes to pit road, so you've already lost any advantage that may have had, which was very little, because it was only half a lap of green flag. They literally went down into turn one once, and they pitted again. I don't know. I do not know. I mean, you can see the pace in the car is just not there. You know? Dude, Junebug, I swear if that happens, and it won't, because I promise you it won't, but if that happens, I will... What will I do? I gotta do something ridiculous. I have to do something ridiculous if what Junebug says happens. What will I do? I don't want to smash something, because that would be rude. That would be bad. I will take my shirt off on stream. You have my word. If Larson and Byron run out of fuel and Elliott's the only one that makes it and he wins on fuel mileage, I will take off my shirt and do the entire post-race shirtless. How about that? Dale Jr. diecast of your choice? No, can't do that. I've got too many that I don't want to let go of. His 2 Daytona 500s, I can't let those go. His Michigan win, I can't let that go. Actually, anything other than that wouldn't be too big of a bother. The two favorites of Dale Earnhardt Jr. of mine are the Daytonas and the Michigan win. Other than that, do I even have any juniors back there? I don't think I do. Oh, there's a Talladega one back there, but that has no box. But yeah, that one wouldn't bother me. So Byron's trying to march his way forward. Like I said, I don't understand the pit call on anybody's part, really. I thought the entire thing was just downright stupid, but here they go. 48 laps to go. Didn't wish Dale Jr. in Michigan. He did win twice. He won 2008 and 2012. The one I have is 2012, the Dark Knight. It was signed by both Steve Letarte and Dale Jr., so I don't want to let that go. I really like that car. Outside of that, though, I have like some old Dega wins and an old Richmond win, so those wouldn't bother me one bit. It's just some of those other ones that are really hard to find. 2005 Born on Date car. I don't have that one anymore. I used to have it. It's beautiful because it looks just like the 04, but with metallic, like, candy apple red. It looks so good. Such a good-looking race car. Well, hard to put it any other way, but this just appears to be a race of what could have been for Chase and Kyle and all them guys. I mean, it's not over till it's over, but at this point, I think they just completely blew their race up. Dang. That's so infuriating. He literally was running right there with Reddick, Suarez, all those guys. And they just freaking threw it all out the window. That is so infuriating, to just throw a race out the window like that. I don't know. I don't know. Man. He didn't have the raw speed today anyway to get there. I mean, he needed strategy just to get a shot there. I just wish they would have stuck with it and not bailed on it so quickly. Like I said, I don't know what Larson was doing. I don't know what Byron was doing. I think both of those guys may have blown their race up. Larson has a shot. He's got enough speed. He can run some of these guys back down. But I don't know. I wish I could say. I do. I wish I could figure out why someone thought that was a good idea. Now he's battling freaking Justin Haley. What was this? Is this? Oh my gosh, Noah Gregson's car is falling off a cliff. Well, if you're Noah Gragson, I think you got to pit here soon. If you're falling off a cliff this bad, you may as well take your 4 tires and start running them, because the pace on that car has really fallen off. He's now behind Chase Elliott, and that's saying something, because Chase is at the very, very freaking back. Dude, I wish I could understand why those guys pitted. I just don't get it. Everybody else that pitted is in decent shape. I will say that. There is at least that defense, which is Chastain's up to 10th, Cindric 11th, Byron 12th, Larson 13th, Bell 14th, Briscoe 15th. So they're all running top 15. He can't even beat the guys on old tires. Because it's only about 2 laps or 4 laps of racetrack time, but it's a half a lap of actual race time. So he said they took 1 corner. I don't know. I do not know. Lap time wise, fastest car on the racetrack as of right now appears to be Kyle Larson. Looks to be Kyle Larson. No, sorry, Christopher Bell is actually faster than Kyle Larson. So, Bell's still not out of it. 40 to go. I mean, these guys are going to have to probably save up front. But they've got a 10-second lead. So, I would think saving isn't going to be, like, super difficult with a 10-second lead. I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. $39 laps to go at the moment. As you can see, I have died inside due to the pathetic strategy that has taken place. No, Gregson damaged, and it's affecting the car now. Oh, wall damage, or where did the damage come from? I guess I didn't see. Was there contact somewhere? Was the last time AMP actually sponsored him? 20... Did they sponsor him at all in 2013? I don't know if they did. I think it might be 2012. Because I think by for sure 2014 they switched to Diet Dew. So once they switched over to Diet Dew and the Mountain Dew sponsorship, I don't know that there was much there. Suarez to the lead. The big crash happened. Noah was involved. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, the one with Ryan Blaney. Yep. Okay. I thought you said just now Noah crashed. I was like, it doesn't look like it. Battle for the lead heating up. Joey Logano's there. Is Joey Logano really going to win a freaking Pennzoil race again on this crap? Come on. Come on. We don't need Joey Logano winning a gosh darn race again. Reddick is... Where's Reddick? He was in second. He's going to fall all the... He's going to pit. I think Reddick's pitting this time, but my gosh. Oh, yeah, that's the wreck. They're showing the wreck. That's the damage to the left front of Noah. I see what you're saying. Yep, I got you. I got you now. All right, back to the racing at hand. We're still green. It looks like... Next lap by? Yeah, Denny Hamlin, this time by, came in. 36 laps to go. So those guys have, I guess, made their bed. We'll have to see if guys like Larson can make it. Oh my gosh, am I going to have to get shirtless on stream? You know what? It'll be totally worth it if it happens. I don't think I will. I think somebody in front of him will still be able to save enough to get there. But we'll see. Reddick is in. 35 laps to go. Oh, yes. There was an orange AMP car in 2013. I thought that was 2012. You know what? You're right. That wasn't the next gen era. I couldn't remember. Josh Berry now goes to the lead. And here comes Joey Logano with it. He slides Daniel Suarez. And Josh Berry leads for like the third time this year already. The 21 car leading at a legitimate racetrack. 3 times. Harrison Burton was 100% the problem. 100% the problem. Anyway, I can't get over how absolutely absurd it is that that was the problem for that long. Yeah. Anyway, so Josh Berry now leads with 33 laps to go. Joey Logano now looking high. I don't know how many guys are actually going to try and stretch this on fuel. It'll be very interesting to see how many guys try to make this work. 33 to go. Ooh, Berry going to enter from the middle, and then he's going to slide high. Ooh, I don't know if I like that line out of Berry. He tried to do some aero blocking. It did not work. Joey Logano now to his inside, and he's going to side draft him down the backstretch and off into turn number 3. Berry going to run the wall. Joey going to try and slide. Yeah, Joey's got this. He's got it by a good margin. So Joey Logano to the lead. Oh, great. Joey Logano's going to win this, isn't he? I can already tell. We're going to need a long team meeting on Tuesday with Jeff Gordon. That's right. That's 100% right. Does the broadcast suck? Am I the suck? Am I the bad broadcast? I hope not. I'm not trying to be. I mean, for Berry and Logano, I don't know what their chances are, because if they save fuel anymore, Larson's going to be there. He's only 6 seconds back. Chastain's actually even closer at only 4 seconds back. Chastain has the most fuel of everybody up front. He's in 6th. He's in 6th now, that is. I believe McDowell just pitted this time by, so... Or did he? I don't know if he pitted or not. He might have just been that slow. Chastain going to go to the inside of AJ Allmendinger. That is going to be for the 6th spot. Making it stick and driving along. So I think Ross Chastain may have something to say about this. He drove away from those guys up front, and he's been doing a great job ever since. He got through the traffic. Does he have enough fuel, though, with 30 laps to go? 4.9 back. There's going to have to be a lot of fuel saved to get there. I mean, Logano's running the top. That tells me you can't really be saving that much fuel, right? I think McDowell's starting to save. He's at 31.7 lap times now. 28 to go. Still a long way. I still say I don't see any way. I mean, he's running full throttle, so he ain't saving it all. But I don't see any way that Chase is even in this race without some BS yellow at the end. By the way, if Chase wins on a green-white checker, that doesn't count. Okay? If we have a green-white checker at the end and a whole bunch of craziness breaks loose, it's only if everyone else runs out of fuel, all right? I'm going to make sure that is duly noted. Even if he wins on a green-white checker, I might take the shirt off just because. Just because you guys earned it. Oh, wow. Yep, Joey's going to win again on fuel mileage. Probably. I mean, he's outrunning Ross Chastain right now. Literally outrunning him. There's Tyler Reddick on the fresh tires going around. Yeah, I don't know how much Joey can actually save. Oh, Kyle Busch in the wall. He's now going down the racetrack. I think he's going to make it to pit road. No caution. We don't need a stupid caution. Jeez, he can't quite keep it on the bottom. Started wandering up onto the racetrack. Oh, Noah's got a tire down and is against the fence. That might be a caution. He's up. Yep, that's a caution. Gosh dang it. Well, it's Joey's race to lose. Gosh dang it. That's why I thought the strategy was bad. That's why I didn't see it going that far. I did not see it getting all the way to the finish. Kyle Busch got up into the wall. Noah Gragson got up into that same wall. I wonder if there's something on the track. Did they all cut tires? Noah definitely cut a tire. I don't know what happened to Busch. Hey, now my shirt will stay on. The only shot of that thing getting entertaining was running out under green. This is going to be probably pretty dull. I mean, Larson will start closer to the front, so we'll have a better shot, but golly. Oh, look, Daniel Suarez that used my strategy is still running up front. Looks like I was right. That's right. I had the right call every time. Almost every time. Yeah, no, about every time. The only reason Larson's not up there is because he made a dumb call. And I imagine everyone's going to pit. There's enough laps on the tires that, like, I don't know. I still do not know what Larson and them guys were thinking. I'm kind of mind blown that they thought that thing was going to go green to the end. I didn't see any evidence that was going to go green to the end. None. Imagine Josh Berry wins. I would take a Josh Berry win. I would take one. Anybody but Logano. And at this point, anybody but Byron or Larson or them guys. And that's not even because I dislike Larson. Larson's been the best car. I wouldn't mind him winning from speed. I don't want a crew chief to be rewarded after making such a dumb, idiotic pit call. Like, that's the only reason at this point. Like, Larson should have won this race the whole time, and because he made such a stupid pit call, I almost think you should be banned from winning. Even if you drive back to the front, because you're so fast, like, at that point, you're just bailing out a horrible pit call. I do wish Noah could be back in Xfinity with Luke Lambert and New Junior Motorsports. I watched every Saturday, was so much fun with that. And Noah's not been bad. I mean, he was running pretty good most of the day till that damage with the Blaney caution. Just, he's not going to win a championship in the Cup Series. He's not a championship caliber Cup driver. And to me, I would rather see him running for a championship than running for barely a playoff berth. I assume everybody will pit. Well, here we go. Pit stop's coming. We'll probably see 4 tires and fuel on pretty much everybody because there's really no other call to make. I mean, they ran... Yeah, they ran 40 laps. This would be the equivalent of when Ross Chastain tried the 2 tires the first time. I like, it's a short-term game, long-term loss, so I don't think 2 tires would even be a good idea here. I think you're just kind of stuck at this point. Joey with a really awkward angle into his pit box. And he is going to lose a lot of spots. Bye-bye, Joey. I'm not cheering. Okay, I'm cheering. I'm not cheering. Okay, I'm cheering. I don't know what happened to Joey, but I ain't going to complain. We've got Suarez. We've got Berry up front. We've got Preece. Woohoo! No Joey win. Let's go. I'm okay with it. All right, let's see what the running order is. This is all sorts of goofed up. Are you biting a toolbox? No, don't bite that. Those are stickers. I don't need to bite those. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, let's see. When they come back around, we'll get a new scoring ticker, and we'll know exactly where everybody's running. Dogs are better than cats. If you live in an apartment, that is not true at all. Why are you wanting to eat stickers? Weird. Chase is in 12th. That is not correct. Is it? How did he gain 6 spots without 2 tires? Did he 2-tire it? Oh, please no. Oh, please no. There was a time for 2 tires, and that was not it. Oh, please tell me he did not 2-tire it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He is 12th on pure luck. Okay. I still don't think he's going to win from 12th. He'd have to pass all of his teammates, so I don't see that happening. But I mean, yeah, it does say okay, came out 12th. All right. Hold on a second. Get out of here. Stop eating the box. That's going to be someone's diecast someday. You can't eat it. It's dumb. Don't eat that. Ugh. He has limited brain function. Very limited brain function. Yeah, no, dogs are not, I don't see any issue with dogs, but if you don't have if you live in an apartment and you have no space for them to be able to go and do things, like, no. No. I want to go on race trips for the weekend. I don't want to have to board a dog. Like, for a cat, when I leave for the weekend, I just throw food in a bowl and be like, peace out, see you in 2 days. The Iowa Special, hoodie with shorts, heck yeah. It's 50 degrees, it's a beautiful day. I just need the sweatshirt to keep my arms warm. Sweatshirt and shorts is just so comfy. Like, you're never going to be too hot, and you might only get cold in the legs, which is not that uncomfortable. It's, like, perfect. All right, so yeah, that's the running order. We got Suarez, Berry, Priest, Chastain, Bowman, Cindric, Larson, Allmendinger, Byron, Buescher, McDowell, Elliott, Bell. I don't know. I don't know, man. Did you get any of the bad weather from the past couple of days? Yeah, we had a lot of wind on Friday. Super dirty. Like, a lot of dirt was getting blown in because the winds were so high that it was blowing the wind, or it was blowing so much dirt and smoke in. And so, yeah, I ended up choosing to kind of stay in last night and today. And so, by tomorrow, I'll have the motorcycle back out. It'll be a nice day tomorrow. But, yeah, it was a little wacky. I was up in Michigan. Obviously, you guys probably saw, but I didn't stream last week. I was up in Michigan snowmobiling. It was beautiful. Got to -14 one night. That was a little brisk. But then the next day was awesome. And then the day we left, it was like 30 degrees all day. And by the time we left, it started getting hot. It was going to be 50 degrees the day after on Sunday. So we drove back that night, and I took the video Sunday morning when we were unloading the snowmobiles and getting everything washed up for the end of the season. It was the last ride of the year. We knew that. So with the when we got back, we decided to wash all the salt and gunk off the trailer, and then wash the sleds off and just have them all ready to go for the summer. So they're ready for storage now. Do I own a Harley Indian Honda? It's a Honda. It's not a cruiser, so it's not a sport bike either. It's kind of in between. It's what they call an adventure bike. But I'll be looking for something a little more street-oriented soon, because the little CB500 is just not quite big enough. It needs a little more speed. A little more of that fun factor. All right, coming back to the green, Suarez and Berry on the front row. Green flag in the air. Good push on the bottom. Decent push up top. Ooh. Larson tried to go high, but Bowman pulled the block. 3x3 all the way around the top. There we go. Good job. Chase is going to clear there. Meanwhile, up front, the battle is going to be between Chastain, Suarez, and Berry. Ooh, this one's not quite clear. Off into turn one they go. Bowman slides up off the bottom. Looks like Larson's going to try and cross into the middle. I wish we could see, but Fox cut the freaking camera again. Larson had to lift midway through that corner. Larson trying to get under Bowman, not able to quite get there. Meanwhile, Elliott battling Buescher. Oh, where is that going? Joey tried to go 4 wide to the bottom. There was no room for that. That was never going to work. Actually, it did work. He ended up getting him to Stenhouse to lift and move up. Meanwhile, up front, we got a 4-car battle for the lead. Suarez, Berry, Chastain, Byron, 1, 2, 3, 4, all in a line. Ooh, Chastain tried to get to the bottom. He missed, and here comes Josh Berry for the lead with 16 laps to go. Big side draft going to get pulled. He actually gets into the right rear of Josh Berry, heading off into the corner. Now Chastain going to swing high. Byron now on the bottom looking to get alongside. He is. He's alongside Chastain. Side draft both for first and third. Berry now for the lead as they head off down into turn 1. Oh, what a battle. A big 4-car battle for the lead right now. Still side by side. Byron has now cleared Chastain, and it's still oh my goodness, what a battle. It's going to be Berry at the bottom. He's going to try and hold it. Nope, he's going to slide up. Suarez stays in it. Off the corner, tight, but he's going to side draft him. Where did Byron go? Is he not there? Come on. What? Fox, what is this camera work? Chastain got back around Byron. My goodness, what a battle. This is a great battle for the lead. These two in third need to settle it out and get back to the front because these two up front are going to run away if they keep swapping positions like that. Still side by side off into turn 3. Oh, Berry got a good run down into the corner. Can he make it stick? He's going to try, and he does. He slides up. New leader, Josh Berry. Oh, what a race. Josh Berry to the front. Don't show me the replay. I saw that. Oh, Chastain just basically closed the door on Byron even though he was there. And just like the beach ball effect, you can't let someone do that because then they'll have the faster car. And look at this. Mirror driving Chastain trying to block Byron, and Priest goes around both of them. He just went right around them both. 12 to go. What a battle. 12 laps to go. Things are starting to spread out a little bit more. Byron now back to 5th. Larson 9th. So Larson really has never recovered from that bad pit call. It's really a shame. I mean, they had such a rocket ship, and they seemed to be in control of that race all the way up until that point. $11 to go. Josh Berry is the fastest car on the racetrack. I don't see anybody with a lap time that can compete with him right now. Ryan Priest to 3rd. That's impressive. He's 2.2 seconds back. I don't know that he's going to have the speed or time to get there. But Josh Berry in the 21. Got to shout him out. He's looked great this year. And this is not an upset win. He's run so well this year. This is not even a surprise. Who is that? There's a yellow car going a lap down. I don't know who that was. This is a big day if he can hold this off. He's up to almost a full second lead on Daniel Suarez. Pit crew looking on. And he's starting to stretch it out. I'm telling you, I said Josh Berry was going to make the playoffs. I didn't know it was going to be today. Still not over yet. 8 to go. So any caution would still throw an absolute wrench into this mess. Whoa, what is up with Bubba's car? Is that all from damage on that one wreck? Dang. Thing is slow. But meanwhile, he has stretched it out to 1.1 seconds, the lead. Meanwhile, Ryan Priest, just a solid 3rd place run, all by himself. Closing in on him there is Ross Chastain. 7 to go. Chastain and Byron still being held up by Ryan Priest. Ryan Priest really driving a great race. All the way up to 3rd and holding strong. Who'd have thought Stewart-Haas closing would be the best thing for almost every Stewart-Haas driver? There are 5 laps to go. Ooh, big battle going on right now. Does that also include Bowman? No, that's just between Larson and Allmendinger. Coming around, it'll be 3 laps to go. 1.3 seconds the gap, and nobody seems to have any speed for him. Come on, stay green. Let's just let this run out. Got a shout out, Daniel Suarez. I didn't think he had the best car all day, but the pit strategy call for the 2 tires that I said was a good call, he's going to finish second. That's about as best I could expect because he had the opportunity. He was in the lead, but he just wasn't the fastest car. The raw speed is not in the 99. But I love the pit calls. Pit calls almost won him a race. And who knows, with 3 to go, that's still possible. Two to go. Come on, bring it back. One more time. One more time. Keeping it good. Lap times look fine. Ryan Preece has done a heck of a job holding off everybody behind him. Here we go. Bring it around one more time. Just get to the white. Honestly, just get to the white. Get to the white under green. We're good. Well done, Josh Berry. Impressive. I mean, Wood Brothers were literally the worst full-time team last year. And in one season with a driver change, they're going to win at Vegas. 3 races in, they're going to lock into the playoffs. Impressive. What a debut few weeks for Josh Berry. That is so impressive. Who the heck is that on the bottom? Is that Gilliland? Just limping around down there. Coming through the last set of corners. Ladies and gentlemen, it's over. Josh Berry is a first-time Cup Series winner at Vegas. Very well done, Josh Berry. Excuse me. Second goes to Daniel Suarez. Third, Ryan Preece. Fourth, William Byron edges Ross Chastain at the line. Then it is Cindric, Bowman, Allmendinger, Larson, and Elliott rounding out the top 10. All 400 cars are in the top 10. Oh, he did such good strategy. Oh, yeah. No. We're not talking about it. But congratulations, Josh Berry. What a great, that's a great race overall. The action was good. The strategy, though stupid, there was strategy. So that's fun. I like good strategy. I don't like bad strategy when it's my driver, but I like different strategies. That's exactly what we had. That was a good race, guys. I think we still need a little softer tire. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe we don't need that much softer of a tire because the strategy was already good. That might be exactly about what we want on these tracks. Maybe a little, tiny bit softer. Overall, though, I think it was pretty clear. These cars raced really well around each other. These mile and a halves are tough to win. I thought that was pretty fun. I gotta see, who's this crew chief? Who is the 21's crew chief? Very impressive. Miles Stanley. Miles Stanley. I think that's his first win as a Cup crew chief. And boy, they earned it. They were good all day. And executed tremendously. And the first Penske car to get into the playoffs is going to be Josh Berry. Who'd have thought? Excuse me. Oh, here we go. The crew's running out to the front stretch. Josh Berry, ladies and gentlemen, your first-time winner. That is awesome. What a great race. That was fun. Win 101. That's too bad Harrison Burton got number 100. This would have been so much cooler. Would have been so much cooler if they had earned it like this rather than just a crapshoot at Daytona. God, Harrison Burton is a Cup Series winner. That's gross. That's disgusting. There's the Wood Brothers crew. Oh, does Josh not know he has to do an interview at the start-finish line? No, he's turning around. He's coming back. There he goes. What a fun story. I think this guy is going to have a legit championship caliber season. I did not see it coming like this. I was very impressed. I loved the decision by Wood Brothers to go with Berry. I thought that was a good call to take that 21 car. That being said, I also think this is looking like a good team right out of the gate. They look good. Josh Berry's doing a great job in these Cup cars. So, I'm impressed. Kind of a detriment, I would say, on his JRM crew chief a little bit. And maybe his crew chief at Stewart-Haas. Maybe just Stewart-Haas in general. But first win since Pocono with the Motorcraft car. Yes. It's a good-looking car, too. Got some good build-up and junk on it, so should be fun. Going to be getting me an Elite Premier of that. I like getting Elite Premiers. They're fun. But, wow, what a race. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's run through your top 10. We've got Josh Berry, Daniel Suarez, and Ryan Preece rounding out the top 3, definitely as everybody would have predicted. Then we've got William Byron, Ross Chastain, Austin Cindric rounding out the top 6. Bowman, Allmendinger, Larson, and I didn't even shout out. Shout out, AJ Allmendinger coming home 8th. Kyle Larson 9th, and Chase Elliott rounding out top 10. Brad Keselowski comes back for 11th, Bell 12th, Buescher 13th, Haley 14th, and Joey Logano 15th. Really a really great solid race. That was good. Only thing we're going to go back down to, we're going to go shout out some of the guys at the bottom of the board. Blaney got wrecked. SVG, obviously a lot of laps down. Wow, SVG stole 1 point from Blaney with 2 to go. Oh my gosh. He beat him by 1 lap. SVG kept his car running after all the repairs, and he beat Blaney by 1 lap. Holy moly. That's crazy, man. Kyle Busch, 35 laps down. Austin Dillon, 27 laps down. That's a disaster for RCR. Noah Gragson, 26 laps down. Carson Hocevar, 2 laps down. Todd Gillen, 2 laps down. Bubba and Eric Jones, a lap down apiece. Cole Custer rounds out the lead lap cars in 26th. Denny Hamlin, 25th. My goodness, they just had nothing today. Reddick in 24th. These are all guys that decided to pit and had to do waiver rounds, so they also were on older tires, so it's actually not surprising. Zane Smith, 23rd. Ty Gibbs, 22nd. Ty Dillon, 21st. John Nemechek, 20th. Other notables really just include Riley Herbst, 19th. Chase Briscoe, 17th. Good recovery. Michael McDowell, 16th. So, yeah, overall not bad. With the stage 2, I didn't get a chance to see exactly who was where. Blaney did end up with 6 points there. I don't know that Reddick got any, did he? I don't think Reddick got any in either stage. So I think Byron will probably maintain the point lead. Because I don't think Bell got stage points in either. Oh, Bell got 1 point. So yeah, Byron will maintain the point lead. He will still be our point leader heading into next week. I believe it'll still be Bell in 2nd, Larson 3rd, and I believe Elliott will jump to 4th. It'll be close. I got to see exactly how they point it out, but fun. I mean, there's a fun race. We got Homestead next week. Homestead's going to be good. Homestead's always good. We'll be back live on this channel just like every week, or we try to do every week. So we'll be back here with that. Josh Berry, your winner, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have a post-race show up sometime late tonight or tomorrow morning, depending on when I have time to record. Also, for the last reminder, the link pinned up in the chat, that is for the eBay page. A lot of auctions ending tonight, and a bunch of new ones will start tonight. So there will be a lot of new and old auctions just kind of going up. Going to do a lot of old or recent race wins as I keep cleaning out more and more of the diecast inventory now that I'm no longer doing a site. So we're just going to auction them off and make a move. Now that I'm in an apartment, I don't got room for them all. So there's a bunch of these on there. There's going to be a bunch more. So go ahead and check them out on the eBay page. And stay tuned. We got a ton of reviews. I'm still waiting to post. For some reason, I keep forgetting to post them. I've recorded them. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the race today. It was fun. We'll be back next week with Homestead. And then let's go through the schedule and see what's after that. I got to see. I think there's one race I won't be at because I believe I've got back-to-back baby showers. to go to. Not ideal. Yeah, I think it's Martinsville and Darlington. Oh, I'm going to miss Darlington? Bummer. Yeah, I think it's Martinsville and Darlington I might not make. We'll see. We'll see exactly what's going on those days. But regardless, we got a lot of fun races coming up. We got Talladega. Oh, there's Kansas in May. Wow, we're getting close already. But yeah, Homestead coming soon, so it should be fun. And then, again, stay tuned. Easter weekend, we do the Casey Kane stream. I'm going to take every car, that case, this desk, that case, everything will be emptied out. And it's going to be all Casey Kane cars. It's going to be the Casey Kane weekend. It's going to be fun. So stay tuned. We're going to do Rockingham on that weekend. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next week with our stream, and we'll see you in tomorrow's Diecast review.